to you, your loved ones, co-workers, friends, doesn't matter. I mean, bad breath is a crime all the way around. So let me introduce you to Zellman's minty mouth mints. It's a mint, but it's a lot more than a mint. It's a breath fresher. It's a tiny little capsule you swallow, and then it goes to work in your gut because there's parsley seed oil in it. So you got the double hit there. And a lot of bad breath's caused by the foods that you eat, and this is clinically tested against even garlic and onions. You pop 2 or 3 in your mouth, you suck on the minty coating, and then you swallow the capsule where it really gets to work. You can also bite into it. Now, it doesn't just cover up your bad breath. It cleans your breath like other mints can't. Zellman gives you a money-back guarantee, which I know you're never going to use. There's free shipping. You can order 3 packs or more, and I know you're going to order more. And I've known the folks behind Zellman's for over 30 years, and I bought into the company. I mean, that is how much I believe in Zellman's minty mouth mints. So go to Zellman's, Zellmans, Zellmans.com. Use the code HANDLE and get 15% off at Zellman's. That's HANDLE at checkout, Zellmins, Zellmans.com. This is Handle on the Law. Let's check in with Ryan live at the KFI 24-hour news.
Police in New York City are ready for the St. Patrick's Day parade. NYPD Chief Jeffrey Madry says security is tight for the largest St. Patrick's Day parade in the world.
We have our K-9 unit out there, our aviation unit, our drones will be out there if needed, strategic response group, our counterterrorism division.
He says there are no credible parade threats, but they're prepared for large crowds along Fifth Avenue where millions of people are expected to be. News brought to you by 1-800-GOT-JUNK. The lead prosecutor in the election interference case in Georgia against former President Trump has resigned.
Hi, how are you?
Fulton County DA Fannie Willis steps aside for her ex-boyfriend Nathan Wade.
Homa, how are you?
Olivia Rubin says Willis praised Wade.
She said you were the one who had the courage to accept this role, even though you did not seek it. And she said, I will always remember and will remind everyone that you were brave enough to step forward and take on this investigation.
Rubin says the decision allows the case to move forward faster. The judge did not find the Willis relationship with Wade amounted to a conflict of interest, but did say that it created an appearance of impropriety. The Supreme Court has ruled that public officials can block social media followers under certain situations. Justice Amy Barrett says the court is setting a clear standard for when officials act as state actors online and when they can have more control over their social media presence. The court also ruled public officials can sometimes be sued for blocking their critics. The ruling comes as government officials in Michigan and California blocked followers on Facebook who were criticizing them. And the 39th LA Marathon will be up and running this weekend. The 26.2-mile route starts tomorrow at Dodger Stadium and makes its way through downtown LA, Chinatown, Alberta Street, Little Tokyo, and Hollywood. Route 66 also, and it ends in Century City at the Avenue of the Stars. Roads will be closed to the public for the event as early as 3 a.m. Taking a look at KFI traffic, we've got some road construction in Atwater Village on the 5.
Saturday morning on the 5 northbound, working at the 2 right-hand lanes between Fletcher Drive and Glendale Boulevard is a Caltrans slab rehab project that ends today at 12 noon, and you do have backup to the 110 Pasadena Freeway. Double time along the 405 southbound, first right at Atwater Boulevard and Farm Road down is taken up the 2 right-hand lanes. Up ahead, 405 southbound at Atlantic Avenue in Long Beach. Highway patrol officers running in traffic break their clearing 5 bound lanes. KFI in the sky helps get you there faster. I'm Mike Owens. For the past 10 years.
Not everyone can upload an entire image library while directing a photo shoot and managing online bookings plus a website portfolio while simultaneously answering client calls after finding the perfect lighting and capturing the perfect expression. But you have what it takes. And at Cox Business, we have the IT solutions to help you manage it all. Visit coxbusiness.com for details. All services subject to Cox Business general terms. Not everyone can upload an entire image library while directing a photo shoot and managing online bookings plus a website portfolio while simultaneously answering client calls after finding the perfect lighting and capturing the perfect expression. But you have what it takes. And at Cox Business, we have the IT solutions to help you manage it all. Visit coxbusiness.com for details. All services subject to Cox Business general terms.
most frenzied time of the year, DraftKings is giving new customers a shot to rack up some bonus bets. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use promo code IHEART. New customers can bet $5 to get $150 instantly in bonus bets only with DraftKings Sportsbook with promo code IHEART. That's promo code IHEART. The crown is yours. Must be 21 or older. Indiana only. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply. Terms at sportsbook.draftkings.com/bball. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT.
Southland weather from KFI, partly cloudy with a chance of showers, low to mid-60s at the beaches, mid to upper 60s in Metro LA and OC, mid-60s to low 70s in the Inland Valleys, mid-50s to low 60s in the Antelope Valley, low to upper 60s in the Inland Empire. No rain tomorrow. Will be a bit sunny. Temperatures will warm up into the upper 70s next week. Partly cloudy skies up. We need local live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. I'm Brian Bird.
Time to get rid of old appliances? Call 1-800-GOT-JACK. They'll make it disappear. I'm going over to Morocco over and over and over and over. And now the top 5 reasons to visit Morocco. Number 5.
St. Patty's Day Premium. Get a lucky bottle opener with your rewards the 17th.
Number 4.
Grab a snack with our new app. Get 10% off dining at all our signature restaurants when you show us your Morocco app.
3.
Lucky gift giveaway. Get a handy set of kitchen tools when you earn 500 points on your rewards card. The 19th.
And number 2.
Hollywood Readers Tyler Hancock. Live April 13th. Get tickets now.
And the number 1 reason.
We're giving away $500 cash to 2 VIPs every half hour. Friday, 7 till 11 p.m. during our $45,000 high-limit slot room giveaway.
Morocco, the best casino resort in the Southland 2 years in a row. Good time.
This is Jacob Emma. If you've been in a truck accident, call 844-24-JACOB.
KFI AM 640. More stimulating talk.
And this is KFI, 640 Golden Boat. And it is a Saturday morning. That's our board handle. Law, marginal legal advice. Yo, Martin. Yo, Martin. I can't believe I said that. Okay, Martin. Yo.
I had an accident where a red light camera flashed and it caused me to lose my eyesight. And I sideswiped a couple of our cars in the process of that happening. I have a condition where my eyes are constantly dilated.
Now, when you say you lost your eyesight, you were blind. You just went temporarily blind, right?
Right, I have a condition where my eyes are always dilated.
Okay, so if you're always dilated, then any flashing light or whatever red bright light is going to really affect your vision, right?
That's correct.
Okay, fair enough. Now,
Yes, sir. I wasn't there, but I damaged a couple of cars. My insurance covered that, but my car wasn't covered. Is there anybody I can go after to reimburse me for the damage to my car? Because it wasn't, I mean, I don't know.
okay, you're the one that has the dilation issue, correct?
Correct.
All right, so you are at fault because you trying to say that
What up, Shrimps? How are you, baby?
should not go on. It should
Shrimps
know
Playbook.
that you have a dilation issue.
No, I'm not saying that.
Okay, so who are you going to go after? Who are you going to go after?
Shrimps Playbook, how are you?
Who are you going to go after for you losing control and crashing into cars?
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, well, I do. I know exactly who you're going to go after. Nobody. And let me make it really visual for you. You are violating the law by even driving, Martin. And as soon as the insurance company knows you have that problem, and any doctor knows you have that problem, you're going to lose your license.
Well, the DMV gave me a driver's license, and they knew that I had a problem.
Wow. Okay. Well, then you're lucky. You got through it, but you're still. Yeah, but you're okay. Because the DMV knew about this problem and gave you a driver's license anyway. Wow. That's impressive. But you're the one that knows there are red light cameras out there. You know they're there. And you know that they do this to you. It's your fault. Even more than I wouldn't even worry about that fault business. I worry about keeping your driver's license. Because I don't know how the DMV knows that if a red light flashes, and by the way, toll lights flash, red lights, they have a red light camera where you see a flash, and they're all over the place, and you go blind, and the DMV still lets you drive, and they know about it. I think it's a little tough. Joe, hello, Joe, welcome.
Good morning.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, Bill.
Yeah, go ahead. It's your turn.
Okay, I deposited the outside, $1,000 cash, and it stopped midway through it, and then opened it up, and there was 200 left. So I deposited that to the regular, into the bank. I walked into the bank. So they kept, it got locked in $800 of my cash. And they said it could take from 10 days to 45 days. And I said, this is insanity. And I need the money.
Right, of course. Okay. All right, so what's your question?
My question is, can I sue the bastards?
For what?
For taking my money.
And you're saying that there was some kind of a glitch in the machine. It turns out that we have to review it, and it may take from 10 to 45 days. What's unreasonable about that?
Yes.
What do you want to sue them?
That's very unreasonable.
What do you think? Okay. All right. Fair enough. All right. All right. So you think it's unreasonable? They're going to argue it's reasonable, and you're going to go to court. Wait a minute. You're suing a, hold on. Because a judge may say it's reasonable. That's why.
Why would it be reasonable?
Because a judge may say that's reasonable, and then you scream at the judge as the bailiff drags you out, which is fine. But 10 to 45 days for a machine that took cash and you did it twice and it didn't record and did, they go, we have to look at it. And it's going to take us 10 days. And by the way, it may be totally unreasonable, incidentally. It might be unreasonable. Now, if I'm a judge, I'm going to look at it. I go, I can see 10 days. Okay, bank, where's the 45 days here? Give me an answer.
Why would it take more than...
I don't know. Joe, I don't know. Hey, do I look like the bank machine maven here? How many of those did I fix?
I've seen you, I met you before, you look brilliant.
Oh, well, thank you for that. And that wasn't real smart on your part. Yeah, it's banks and bureaucracies take forever to do virtually anything. It's, how about this? You bring in a cashier's check, you transfer it to your bank, or I do this all the time in a business bank, and I wire the money. Right? So I wired it at 1 o'clock, 1:02, it clears. And the bank said, we're going to take 3 days to recognize that, which means they get 3 days of interest. Is that reasonable? No. No. But does that mean that they're not going to do it? No. No. Fred. Hello, Fred. Welcome to Handle on the Law. Theoretically, there's a state, it turns out that it's a tenant in common, it goes to the other side. How big is the debt? 30,000. Well, yeah, I mean, can they? They can't do anything. Do they? Probably not, because whoever is going to write a letter, hey, the deceased has no problem. Because if it was joint tenancy, the deceased has no problem. The surviving spouse owns all the property. So, I don't think they would do it. I really don't. I mean, it's a practical issue. Can they? I don't know. They're short of a statute that I'm not aware of. Margot. Hi, Margot. Welcome.
If I have a vehicle and I sign it over to a family member, then fill out the proper paperwork and send it to the DMV, at what point does my liability for that vehicle end?
Oh, it ends the day that it's transferred over to the other party. That moment, when it's transferred over to the other party, you're done. It becomes the other party's responsibility, and you have nothing to do with it.
Okay, if the other party is in another state
Doesn't matter.
and they don't register,
That becomes problematic. Then you better have that sale. You better have proof of sale.
proof of sale.
Yeah, oh yeah. It had better be in writing, and it had better be dated, and it had better be a check going back and forth so you can prove there was a sale. Because then you're still the registered owner if it isn't over there, which is why if someone sells a used car, the seller goes with the buyer to the DMV, or doesn't turn over the car until it's registered.
Okay, and if
Okay, there you go. We're not going to go through any more. You go, oh, how about this? How about that? How about this? Mike. Oh, you know, Mike, let me put you up for a minute. I got to take a break. I don't want to cut you off, but I'm not going to. Or maybe we're going to take a break anyway. All right, this is Handle on the Law. Ryan Lewis, this is my 24-hour news center.
Highways in Colorado are closed and thousands of people are without power for a second day after a winter storm. McDonald's is apologizing for a global tech outage that affected restaurants around the world for hours, saying it was a third-party provider that caused it, not a cyber attack. And Uber and Lyft say they're stopping their services in Minneapolis because of a new law increasing wages for their drivers. We're going to take a look at some trouble on the 134 next.
If you like me, like the sneeze, hang on. I hate that. When you're right on the edge of a sneeze and it doesn't happen. Hold on. Oh, come on, really? All right, let's try that one again, okay? If you're like me and you're downsizing, that's what I happen to be doing right now, or you're selling because you want to move out of your house or inherit a piece of property, whatever, what do you do? Well, let me tell you what I've always done, and that's listen to a broker. And if you're considering that, you're going to pay 6%, and you're going to clean and repair and paint, and a prospective buyer is going to come through, and you're going to pay a commission, of course, and it's a difficult way to go. Now, let me tell you about directbuyers.com. They'll buy your house for a fair price, and you do nothing, and it happens fast. Within 10 days or less, there's your cash offer, and all you do is cash the check. You do absolutely nothing. No one even walks through your house. Can you imagine selling a home with no one walking through it? That's directbuyers.com. They'll even give you $15,000 cash advance before closing to help with your move, and they'll never, ever lowball you. So go to directbuyers.com, directbuyers.com, call 844-242-SELL, no sneeze, 844-242-SELL, directbuyers.com.
Not everyone can upload an entire image library while directing a photo shoot and managing online bookings plus a website portfolio while simultaneously answering client calls after finding the perfect lighting and capturing the perfect expression. But you have what it takes. And at Cox Business, we have the IT solutions to help you manage it all. Visit coxbusiness.com for details. All services subject to Cox Business general terms.
College hoops fans, it's tournament time. The thrill and excitement of March Mania is here. And you can get in on the action with DraftKings Sportsbook, one of America's top-rated sportsbook apps. New customers bet on any college basketball national tournament game and turn $5 into $150 instantly in bonus bets. That's right. To celebrate college basketball's most frenzied time of the year, DraftKings is giving new customers a shot to rack up some bonus bets. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use promo code IHEART. New customers can bet $5 to get $150 instantly in bonus bets only with DraftKings Sportsbook. With promo code IHEART. That's promo code IHEART. The crown is yours. Must be 21 or older. Indiana only. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after
Today, Black folks in our community are still disproportionately affected by HIV. But there is something we can do about it. There's no cure for HIV, but there are effective treatments that, taken as prescribed, can help you live healthy with HIV and get to and stay undetectable, which means the amount of virus is so low it can't be measured by lab tests. If you live with HIV and not on treatment, talk to your doctor about treatment options. Learn more at treathivtoday.com. This message is sponsored by Gilead Sciences.
No matter what the day brings, count on Juicy Juice for the good stuff. Get these the nutrients of real 100% fruit juice to help them conquer the day. Juicy Juice is only sweetened by the fruit with no sugar added, no high fructose corn syrup, and no artificial sweeteners. Available in family-size bottles and juice boxes. Find Juicy Juice at your favorite local grocery retailer. Info at juicyjuice.com.
This is a radio ad for Dixit. Dupilumab, a prescription medicine for people 6 months and up with moderate to severe eczema that is not well controlled with topical prescription therapies. But since this is radio, you can't see the effects of Dixit. You can't see how it helps you stay ahead of your eczema, or how it helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that could be causing eczema. You can't see how it helps heal your skin from bleeding, but you can see how Dupixent can help you have clearer skin and less itch. Individual results may vary. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Get help right away if you have wheezing, trouble breathing, or swelling of your face, lips, mouth, tongue, throat. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems such as eye pain, vision changes, or blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor. See for yourself. Ask your eczema specialist at Dr. Dixon. Visit Dupixent.com or call 1-844-DUPIXENT.
This should take better care of that diabetes.
I know, but needles scare me and blood tests hurt. Then try Numbstat. What's Numbstat? Numbstat's a prep pad that can help you avoid needle stick pain and fever. Just rub it on for 60 seconds first.
Our name says it all. Numbstat, anesthetic of fast acting. NUMSTAT. Available at Walgreens.
Numbstat really worked.
Now look at reducing or even eliminating your pain with a new non-surgical painless laser-guided stem cell treatment that may reduce or eliminate your back, leg, and foot pain in minutes. If you're in pain, here's a special offer. Call now for a special $97 back, foot, and leg exam that includes an infrared laser joint inflammation scan, a Neuro 7 nerve test, and X-ray MRI review. This exam is normally $375, but if you call today, it's just $97 on your cell phone. Dial #250 and say pain-free for the special $97 exam. On your cell phone, dial #250 and say pain-free.
Hey, it's Steve Gregory. This week on Unsolved, we follow LA County Sheriff's detectives as they find the father and son behind a string of unsolved murders. 3 people killed at different times and locations, but they're all connected. And the father drove his son to and from the murder scenes. Also, from the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department, the case of baby Jane Doe, number 45. Unsolved with Steve Gregory tonight at 7 on KFI and on demand anytime on the iHeartRadio app. If you're injured and need a lawyer, go to handleonthelaw.com. KFI AM 640, more stimulating talk.
And there we go. KFI Handle here on a Saturday morning. A couple lines good up now. 800-520-534. That's 800-520-1534. And welcome back. Handle on the Law, marginal legal advice. Okay, Mike, we've been there for a bit. Welcome to Handle on the Law.
Long time listener, first time caller.
Excellent. Go ahead.
That's true. I do agree. This is a contractor billing dispute without a contract. I've hired a reliable electrical contractor that I've been using and recommending for many years, probably upwards of 10 jobs over the years, both commercial and residential. The job was to hook up the machine and previously left out for me at a different location. I got the bill and I promptly paid the labor and also requested materials amount. Why only half the materials amount? Well, it seemed excessive to me. Even read materials
assessor. Okay, got that. So, okay, all right.
With their calculation. So they sent us to collection. We tried to negotiate. We didn't get anywhere. I actually took my retail number and added 20% to it and couldn't get them to buy.
Okay, doesn't matter. I get it.
It's not going to work.
Okay, the question is they're not going to court. They're taking you to small claims court, correct?
Well, it's not small claims. It's big boys court.
Okay, all right. Well, and with big boys court, okay. All right, here's what you get to do. Big boys court. First of all, that's your defense that you use. That number one, they didn't give you an itemized list with prices on it. But number two, and you have to look this statute up, and that is anything over $500, there has to be a written statute, a written document, a contract. If there is no written contract, the contractor is precluded from suing. Done. Finished. That's it. Okay, however, are there exceptions? And I don't know the answer to this, and you get to look this one up, okay? The fact that you pay...
Is that a state rule?
Yeah. Yeah, state contract.
I'll have to look it up for my state.
Yeah, you look it up for the other state, and I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. Some states allow a verbal contract between a client and a contractor. California does not. You have to have it written. I'm assuming he's licensed. That is important. It doesn't have to be bonded. It just has to be licensed. And the fact that you paid him, does that waive your position that he didn't have a written contract? I don't know about that. But based on what you said, you bring it up, you got a good defense, and if the law holds like it does here, and there are no exceptions, like I just mentioned, you simply, you put him on the stand, you tell your story, of course. You go through all, here's the listing, here's the money you didn't pay, here's everything I did. And although you can't use negotiations to do a case, that's another rule, that previous negotiations really don't matter. And then you simply ask, is there a written contract? And if there isn't, your honor, he's precluded from going forward. Well, it's up to you. Listen, it's up to you. Hang on a minute. We're just talking about the legal part here, right? It's up to you whether you want to pay or not. I'm just telling you the way I understand the law. Without a written contract, he's done. He's done. All right, Karen. Hi, Karen. Welcome to Handle on the Law.
Good morning.
Yes.
My husband and I had a paralegal do our end-of-life paperwork, and she asked if we had our name on any other properties, which my husband's name is the same as his father's, and the house was purchased in 1977 for a handicap person. It's my husband's sister. And when the paralegal asked if we had our name on any other property, we told her yes, and she said, well, let's change it and put it in 3 family members' names. She said, let's put your portion in a trust. And I'm like, okay, so we did that. And she spelled the name wrong, which I already talked to her about that. But what it did was when she put my husband's and my name on as trustees for the family trust, it caused the property taxes to change.
Okay, here's your, it's easy, done. You answer, you go to the assessor's office and you make a claim that the property the value should not have changed based on the error, based on what happened, based on it's really the same people, and that should do it. That should do it. Okay, I mean, if people don't know, but you actually can make an argument in front of the assessor, and they're not bastards about it. If there is legitimate reason to go ahead and reassess, they will. So I think you're going to be okay with that. So let me tell you, people are not okay. People are not okay when they hurt, and I mean really hurt. I'm talking about the kind of pain you and I feel, paper cuts and that sort of thing. I'm talking about debilitating chronic pain, major pain. And if you've been in chronic pain, you know someone who does. Let me suggest you listen to the Pain Game podcast because it's about pain. It's about living in and with chronic pain and the trauma that usually precludes it. The podcast, funny, encouraging, inspirational, educational. Half the praise, which I absolutely love. And it's not about whining, the kind that I do. It's about shifting your mindset when your life and your body hurt, because the pain's in your mind, and that's where you change it. And I've known the host, Lindsay Soprano. I've known her for years. Boy, she does a job. She deals with pain and trauma 24/7 as a heroic. And her guests are experts in the field, lawyers, stay-at-home moms, people who live with, are dealing with, treating people living with pain and suffering from the trauma that they have caused it. The show is very raw and real. Every episode ends with a message of hope. That's important. And you'll understand the show is actually about giving pain purpose. As counterintuitive as that sounds, that's really what it's about. And a new episode drops every Tuesday morning. So listen wherever you listen to podcasts. The Pain Game Podcast. The Pain Game Podcast. This is Handle on the Wall.
KOST HD2
Los Angeles, Orange County.
live everywhere on the internet in the US.
Deadly shootings. I'm Rob Berman, live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. Police in Pennsylvania are looking for a man who shot and killed 3 people in Falls Township. The shooting happened this morning, and police have issued a shelter-in-place order for the community. Police say he carjacked a person in front of a store to flee the scene. The St. Patrick's Day parade was canceled because of the shooting. And police say that shooter knew the people he shot and killed. A woman has been killed in a car crash in North Hollywood.
We're suspected at this time that one of the parties ran the red light. We're trying to confirm with witnesses to make sure before we state exactly which party. But yeah, one party was a red light run.
LAPD officer Jeff Smith says a truck was going east on Chipaway and a sedan was going north on Tahunga when the crash happened just before 1 this morning. The other driver was hurt and taken to the hospital. A new mental illness strategy in LA County has been inspired by a program in Italy.
The pilot program is called Hollywood 2.0. County Mental Health Director Dr. Lisa Long says it's an adaptation of the Trieste model in Italy. Long gave an update to the Board of Supervisors last week. She says the program wants to treat mental health patients with dignity and include them as members of the community.
A person that's living with serious mental illness could be better integrated into a community and have more of a sense of connection, purpose, well-being.
County officials visited Trieste to learn more about it and expect Hollywood 2.0 to be fully operational in about 2 years. Michael Long's KFI News.
The Department of Health and Human Services is investigating a recent cyber attack against United Health Group. Last month, a subsidiary of United Health fell victim to a ransomware attack that disrupted billing operations for patients across the country. A survey found more than 80% of hospitals say their cash flow was directly affected by the cyber attack. HHS announced it would start an investigation. Kanye West says over $1 million worth of Easy Clothes were stolen from his warehouse in LA. West's chief of staff reported 60,000 pieces of clothing were taken from the facility. While they're not entirely sure where the clothes went or who took them, there are allegedly multiple people the police are looking into. The LA City Council has approved millions of dollars for enhanced protest training at the LAPD.
The $9 million will help create an 8-hour mobile field force, a 4-hour field jail operations course, incident command training, and the improvement of when and how to use less lethal force. The effort's in response to a report that noted operational deficiencies during the George Floyd protests in 2020. The 3 more progressive members of the council voted against the funding yesterday. 4 other members were absent. Officials said the training reduces the risk of harm and mitigates liability. Steve Gregory, KFI News.
Bad Bunny has filed a lawsuit in California alleging a fan posted substantial portions of his show on YouTube. The suit claims the fan was asked to remove 10 videos featuring several of Bad Bunny's full songs from his concert last month in Salt Lake City. The complaint says the videos have unauthorized bootleg footage that infringe on copyrights. The YouTuber says he has the right to freedom of expression and argued the footage is a newsworthy event of high public interest. Tomorrow is St. Paddy's Day, but one local Long Beach town is getting a head start with some street closures.
Hermosa Beach is getting a jump on the holiday with a parade today down Pier and Hermosa Avenues. Lakers host the Warriors at the Crypt this evening, with the Galaxy hosting St. Louis over at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. 2 big freeways are set to close overnight, both sides of the 90 and the 405, and both sides of the 105 and the 110. Head
Heads up, it's the LA Marathon tomorrow with many street closures planned, including some big ones like Sunset, Santa Monica, and Wilshire. With your weekend watch out for traffic trouble spots, Will Colstrut, KFI in the sky. And taking a look at KFI traffic, we've got some road construction on the 5 in Laguna Hills.
With you in South Orange County, if you're on the 5 southbound, Caltrans has the 2 right-hand lanes open calling for repairs until early Monday between Toro Road and Alicia Parkway, and you never back up to the 405 and 401. Also in Orange County, in Brea, Imperial Highway off-ramp from the 57 northbound is shut down because of a vehicle fire. If you're on the Route 57, take Yorba Linda Boulevard. Instead, save yourself a lot of aggravation. KFI in the sky helps get you there faster. I'm Mike Gomez.
Play unstoppable with all new Lego sets. Whether your kids are artists, animal lovers, gamers, or anything in between, there are endless stories to bring to life with Lego bricks. Grow their imaginations through Lego Creator Sets, or build spellbinding magical creatures with Lego Harry Potter sets. To learn more and discover endless worlds to create, visit Amazon.com/Lego.
Me encanta el diseño de interiores. Busco combinar un estilo moderno y mitad de siglo, una galería terracota y una alfombra abstracta. Oh, se ve lindo.
Entregas gratis y un día para la decoración de tu hogar y millones de productos más. Lo que te gusta está en Prime.
Spectrum One is a big deal. You get Spectrum Internet with the most reliable internet speeds, free advanced Wi-Fi for enhanced security and privacy, and the free Spectrum Mobile Unlimited line with nationwide 5G included, all while saving big. For the big speed, big reliability, and big savings you want, get Spectrum One. Just $49.99 a month for 12 months. Visit spectrum.com/big deal for full details. Offer subject to change. Valid for qualified residential customers. Only service not available in all areas. Restrictions apply.
SoCal weather from KFI, partly cloudy with a chance of showers, low to mid-60s in the beaches, mid to upper 60s in Metro LA and OC, mid-60s to low 70s in the Inland Valleys, mid-50s to low 60s in the Antelope Valley, low to upper 60s in the Inland Empire. It's going to be no rain tomorrow. Temperatures will be warming up into the upper 70s next week with partly cloudy skies all week. Right now it's 59 degrees in San Clemente, 63 in Orange, 58 in Sherman Oaks, and 57 in Pasadena. We the Local, live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. I'm Brian Rubin.
A Saturday morning people show later, and then started the Rockers World Tech Show 2 o'clock this afternoon. You've got Neil Saavedra, my friend, who's with me in the mornings now. Neil was part of the morning show. He's on this afternoon with the 4 Report All Things Food. We talk about that on Friday on my morning show, the 8 o'clock hour. So Neil's on from 2 to 5. That's our Saturday midday lineup. So a lot going on today. Okay. Let's see about that. Okay. 800-520-1534 is the number to call. 800-520-1534. Top of the hour. Always a good time to call because that's when lines are generally open and they can fill up during the hour you can't get through. This is Handle on the Law Marginal Legal Advice, where I tell you you have absolutely no case and revel in telling you that. The less of a case you have, the worse of the case you have, the better I feel. So, California. Actually, I usually talk about strange-ass California laws and cases because California is an outlier. On the one hand, California generally beats the nation, if you want to call it beating. That's important, depending on which side of the coin on that one. In social issues, like abortion in California, there's one, I think, maybe the only state that has put abortion into its constitution, the right to abortion. Well, the other states are criminalizing in many cases. And just social efforts, social events, entitlement programs, that sort of thing, California. Tofu, turkey, all that. And sometimes they are sort of in the middle and pass bills or looking at bills that actually make sense. And this one that I think does. And so a bill has just been introduced, Senate Bill 1413 by a Republican. And it could put an end to daylight savings time in California, even though the voters approved similar measures although I'll tell you about that. I'll tell you now. It's a measure that allowed the legislature to make that move. It didn't make the move per se. So there was that measure in 2018 that said the legislature may change daylight savings time into or eliminate daylight savings time completely. Okay, the American Medical Association says the U.S. should get rid of these seasonal time changes in favor of a standard year-round time. No daylight savings time. The Journal of Clinical Sleep Medicine article says the U.S. should eliminate seasonal time changes in favor of a national fixed year-round time, and it has to do with what the researchers wrote. Current evidence best supports the adoption of a year-round standard time, which aligns best with the human circadian biology and provides clinical evidence of public health and safety. Saying we've got the science that says you don't want to go with daylight saving time and a standard time. And so in 2018, the voters approved Prop 7, allowing the legislature to amend the practice if Congress approved it. So it has to be two hits here. Congress has to approve a national standard time, which it has not, and the state could, which it has not. So this forces California to adopt a standard time. And then the other side, daylight saving could be beneficial since the extra hours of sunlight reduce crime. Any proof? No. Encourage outdoor activities. Well, yeah. Okay. Now, if you have an extra hour of daylight, you're out there more. All right, fair enough. And positively impact mood and overall health. Now, I'm going to get personal here for a moment because I like daylight saving time. Because all of a sudden you get an extra hour of daylight. I like daylight. I'm okay with nighttime. I just hate that dusk business. Between night and day, I hate dusk. And when we switch over to standard time and we lose an hour of daylight and it gets darker quicker, inevitably I'm going to take a swan dive on the parking structure. That happens to me every single year, which is why I stay away from parking structures when the standard time kicks in. And I know people that have a real time. And the older you get, the more time you have. So, yeah, I find it and it'll save me from committing suicide. So, that's the latest. That's the latest law news from the state of California. All right, let's take a call or two. Let's start with you. Tommy. Okay. Tommy, there you are. Welcome to Handle on the Law.
I have a house in Texas. I live in San Diego. Last February, they got some chapter 2300. They didn't pay rent from June to November. So I evicted them. I won the eviction and it sold for $9,500 eviction for. They kicked them out. I sold the house. But do I have anything in the proposal?
Yeah, you still have the judgment, Tommy. You still have $9,500 that's owed you, and it's a legal document. It's enforceable. There's your judgment.
Yeah.
And now you got to track it down. You got to track them down and see how you get the money. And if they live in Texas, so I don't know what the rules of collecting in Texas are. I'm willing to bet that the rules in Texas make it easier for you to collect than in California. And then you have federal law that controls, but you go after them.
They're easy there. I put $30, got a cocaine and $30, there we go.
Okay, so you don't have an eviction. You don't have an eviction anymore. What you have is a money judgment.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. You track it down. You figure out how to get the money. You garnish wages. You find where they work. You grab property. And Texas is probably a whole lot easier. Chris. Hello, Chris. Welcome.
Hey, I have a question. I am a beneficiary of my parents' house. My brother is the trustee. It's a two-story house. I live in the house, and I rented the upstairs unit to a group of mine for a really low rate. She recently caused property damage to the house. I would like to evict her. But she's going to argue, I'm not the trustee, and the rental agreement that I engaged with her states, I don't know, I mean, do I have grounds to evict her?
No, you don't. No, you don't. The trustee, your brother has to evict her. Because the trust owns the property. and he's the trustee. So he evicts her. What difference does it make whether you evict her or she evicts her? She can make all the arguments she wants.
Okay, so if I follow through with my name on the eviction notice, she can say that's invalid.
That's correct. That's correct. That's correct. You're the beneficiary of the trust, which means you do not own the property. Only the representative of the property can sue, and you still have to do it on behalf. Why does your brother sue for eviction? He's the trustee. What's the problem here?
Because I'm taking him to court. Because I'm taking him to court and remove for being a lazy SOB.
All right. Does that mean, hold on, does that mean he is prepared? He is prepared to not evict her just to screw with you?
I don't know.
Well, if that's the case, then that's two different issues. One is
if I were to take her to or to recoup the out-of-pocket,
you can't do it unless you have an agreement. He's got to do it, and now you can argue with him. Hey, say you're screwing me, and you are in violation of your relationship as a trustee. That you can argue. And as a matter of fact, that's one of the arguments you make to have him removed as trustee. Because I'm assuming it's not just this issue. There's a lot more to it, right? There are a bunch of other issues involved. You're not removing the trustee just for this.
So how do I recoup my money from my upstairs tenant?
You don't. What do you mean recoup your money? The money that's owed to you?
Yeah,
She doesn't owe it to you. Chris, she doesn't owe it to you. She owes it to the trust.
Okay.
You don't own the property. You don't own it.
Can I take her to Northwest Court and print it with the trust of...
I don't think you can. Because you're only a beneficiary. You don't have any connection to the trust until someone dies. Yeah, it's got to be or even someone did die, the trust is still in effect. You have to follow the rules pursuant to the terms of the trust. And unless the terms of the trust say you own the property, which clearly is not the case, well, no, she's a beneficiary. That means someone's still around. Yeah, go figure. This is handled on the law. Let's check it for women. I can't find it for abuses.
A man in Westminster has been arrested after people in an apartment complex held him down after an attack police say was against his roommate. A fire was burned a vacant grass home in Koreatown. In award season isn't over yet. The NAACP Image Awards are happening at the Shrine Auditorium. We're going to have a look at some trouble on the 5 next.
Spectrum One is a big deal. You get Spectrum Internet is the most reliable internet speeds, free advanced Wi-Fi for enhanced security and privacy, and a free Spectrum Mobile unlimited line with nationwide 5G included, all while saving big. With a big speed, big reliability, and big savings you want, get Spectrum One. Just $49.99 a month for 12 months. Visit spectrum.com/big deal for full details. Offer subject to change, valid for qualified residential customers only. Service not available in all areas. Restrictions apply.
Nunca sabrás hasta que vengas aquí y lo vivas tú mismo. Eso es lo que se siente cuando estás en el Disneyland Resort. Y no hay mejor momento que ahora. Visita Disneyland.com para detalles importantes. Si requiere boletos, reservación para el parque.
College hoops fans, it's tournament time. The thrill and excitement of March Mania is here, and you can get in on the action with DraftKings Sportsbook, one of America's top-rated sportsbook apps. New customers bet on any college basketball national tournament game and turn $5 into $150 instantly in bonus bets. That's right. To celebrate college basketball's most frenzied time of the year, DraftKings is giving new customers a shot to rack up some bonus bets. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use promo code IHEART. New customers can bet $5 to get $150 instantly in bonus bets only with DraftKings Sportsbook with promo code IHEART. That's promo code IHEART. The crown is yours. Must be 21 or older. Indiana only. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply. Terms at sportsbook.draftkings.com/bball. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT.
Tanya here, and there are many ways that we can all help raise awareness around HIV, but maybe the most important is just talking about it openly and honestly. There's no cure for HIV, but there are effective treatments that, taken as prescribed, can help you live healthy with
stay undetectable, which means the amount of the virus is so low it can't be measured by lab tests. If you're living with HIV and not on treatment, talk to your doctor about treatment options. Learn more at treathivtoday.com. This message was sponsored by Gilead Sciences.
No matter what the day brings, count on Juicy Juice for the good stuff. Give kids the nutrients of real 100% fruit juice to help them conquer the day. Juicy Juice is only sweetened by the fruit, with no sugar added, no high fructose corn syrup, and no artificial sweeteners. Available in family-size bottles and juice boxes. Find Juicy Juice at your favorite local grocery retailer. Info at juicyjuice.com. My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance. For your free quote, go to SelectQuote.com. SelectQuote.com. That's SelectQuote.com. SelectQuote. We shop. You save. Full details on example policies at SelectQuote.com/commercials. This is a radio ad for Dixit. Dupilumab, a prescription medicine for people 6 months and up with moderate to severe eczema that is not well controlled with topical prescription therapies. But since this is radio, you can't see the effects of Dixit. You can't see how it helps you stay ahead of your eczema, or how it helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that could be causing eczema. You can't see how it helps heal your skin from within, but you can see how your Dixit can help you have clearer skin and less itch. Individual results may vary. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Get help right away if you have wheezing, trouble breathing, or swelling of your face, lips, mouth, tongue, throat. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems such as eye pain, vision changes, or blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor. See for yourself. Ask your eczema specialist at Dr. Dixon. Visit yourdixon.com or call 1-844-DIXON.
The Tunnel to Towers Foundation has been standing up for America's greatest heroes since 9/11. Heroes like retired Air Force Lieutenant Colonel Michael Pardos. He served for 20 years and received numerous commendations, including a Bronze Star. Overseas, he was exposed to toxic burn pits. Service-related cancer took his life. Tunnel to Towers paid the mortgage on his family's home, enabling his widow and their 6 children to stay forever. Help heroes and their families. Donate $11 a month to Tunnel to Towers. T2T.org.
At 250 and say the Bud Man.
I'm Bev. My husband Bill is living with idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis, a type of interstitial lung disease that can scar your lungs and make it hard to breathe. ILD can be hard to diagnose. If you're out of breath with a constant dry cough, ask a pulmonologist if it could be ILD. Bill and I have been married for over 60 years and we're looking forward to more. If you or someone you love may have ILD, find support, hope, and help at lungsandyou.com.
When it comes to watermelons, if it picks up bacteria, because with those sugars, it means that it's fermenting on the inside of the watermelon. And I know at first you're like, where's that? Watermelon flavored booze? No, it becomes nasty.
The Fork Report with Neil Cervera this afternoon at 2 on KFI and on demand anytime on the iHeartRadio app. If you're injured and need a lawyer, go to handleonthelaw.com. KFI AM 640. KFI AM 640. Bill Handle here Saturday morning. Right until 11 o'clock. Text show to the city with corporate Elephant School 225 p.m. And I'm here right up until the top of the hour, and then I'm going to take phone calls off the air. So anybody who is staying on the phone, you'll still be able to have your questions answered. And leave the phone number because there are some lines opening up. See them coming in. The number here is 800-520-1534. 800-520-1534. Back we go. More Handle on the law. Marginal advice. Brian. Hello, Brian.
asking what you have to do? Okay. All right, got it. All right, so let's start going through it. There's probably a sign there that says bring mirrors in. Okay, every car wash I've ever been to says make sure your mirrors are tucked in. And that's one defense they have. Counter that saying, hey, you're the ones that saw the car going in. If the mirrors aren't in, you should have said something to me because you're the ones that are washing the car. So that one is yes, no. The other side is, yeah, they should be responsible. The answer is take the small claims court. That's all. You take pictures of it. You find out what it costs to repair the side view mirror, and you sue them. It's a few $100, except in my BMW, it's probably $18,000 for a side mirror. I have no idea. But they get pretty pricey. It's one of those automatic where you control it kind of thing. They can run some money, but that's it. It's small claims court. You see if they try to do it.
Gas station or like the corporate office?
You find out who owns it. That's easy. Whoever owns it, you can sue. Generally, it's the corporate offices. The gas stations, most of the time, are owned by franchisees. Most of the time, there's corporate and there's franchisees. You sue corporate, you're going to get the money. They're not going to do it. They're just write you a check. If you're talking to a guy or a small group of guys, maybe on 2, 3, 5 of these stations, is it a specific? It's not a car wash. It is one of those automatic car washes that you go through, those quickie ones.
Yes.
Yeah, that is more problematic for you. I'll tell you why. Because there's nobody there. So your argument, hey, you should have known. Well, there's nobody there, and so there's the sign that says, make sure your side mirrors are in fact, what they use, are brought in, whatever the language they use. And it says there, right there on the sign, make sure they're brought in, don't leave them out. You left them out. That's a defense to me. Give it a shot, got nothing to lose. Hey, well, you guys got about $100 to lose. Is it worth it? I don't know. Maybe you run in front of a small claims judge who had exactly the same problem and must have nailed it. I have no idea. But there's a defense right there. We don't have anybody there. It's automatic. We tell them, make sure that side mirror is disengaged, brought in. And, what happens if you leave your windows open, for example, and the car gets soaked? Wow, look at the damage you did to my upholstery. Hey, there's even the sign says make sure your windows are fully up, and make sure if you have a moonroof or sunroof of any kind, make sure that is closed. Hey, all you have to do is listen to it. Morris, hi Morris, welcome. Oh, this is bad. Yeah, Morris, what can I do for you?
Yes, I have old traveler's checks that I was owed to my box since the 70s. And I don't know before I deposit them, are they any good still?
I don't know. I mean, it doesn't hurt to deposit them. Matter of fact, when you go to the bank, I go to the bank itself. I physically go to the bank and go to the teller. Hey, are these still good? And they'll ask the manager. And if it's what traveler's checks from where? American Express?
Yeah, Thomas, traveler's checks.
It's what? Thomas? Is that a bank?
No, his name on the traveler's check.
It could be a bank. I mean, if the company's not around anymore, you're out of luck. But it could be a bank. It was bought by a bank. It was bought by a bank. I mean, I've been to banks where by the time I left that bank, the bank had changed 3 times. I was with San Juan Bank, and then became Bank of the West, and then, I've done a bunch of those over the years. And so those checks are still good. Going back to the 70s, I don't know. I mean, you're talking about, 50 years ago, 50-something years ago. But I think I don't know if there's a statute or not, but give it a shot. Just, call me back and tell me what the hell a Samus traveler's check is about. Just ask the bank. There's no downside to doing that. You know what? I'm going to come back in a take a break here. Let me talk about your breath. Thank goodness I'm behind the microphone and nowhere near you, because you can have just god awful breath, and it's no fun, no matter who has it. Your friends, your coworkers, loved ones, if you have any, I don't. And the foods we eat can cause this bad breath. So let me tell you about Zelman's Minty Napkins. This is not just a mint; it is a breath freshener, and I'll explain. It's a tiny little capsule you swallow, clinically tested against the toughest offenders, even garlic and onions. So you pop 2 or 3 in your mouth, and you suck on the minty coatings that works in your mouth, and then you swallow the capsule for free, fresh, clean breath that lasts 4 hours. The inviting them also works. It doesn't just cover up your bad breath; it cleans your breath in a way that other mints can't. It fights bad breath in your mouth, mint, and then goes down to your gut and really gets to work. And I use them all the time. I love them. Matter of fact, I bought it in the company. I so believe in this product. Zelman's gives you a money-back guarantee that I know you're never going to use. Free shipping if you order 3 packs or more. I know you're going to order more. And I've known folks behind Zelman's for over 30 years. I mean, they are friends. And in addition, they produce just this phenomenal product. So go to Zelmans.com, Zelmins, Zelmins.com, 15% off when you use the code HANDLE at checkout. Handle at checkout, 15% off. Zelmins, Zelmins, Zelmins.com. This is Handle on the Law. Now let's check in with Brian Berman, the KFI 24-hour news.
Police in outside Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, say the man who shot and killed 3 people in Falls Township has barricaded himself inside a home in Trenton, New Jersey. Police say he has hostages. 2 people were shot and killed at a home in Levittown, Pennsylvania, around 9 a.m. Eastern Time, and another person was killed at another home shortly afterward. Police say the shooter knew all 3 people and was already driving a stolen car when he carjacked another driver about 20 miles later at a Dollar General. News brought to you by Semper Solaris. Investigators with the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Operation have recovered 320 ghost guns. Sheriff Shannon Dykes says the majority of those guns were built using parts bought at gun stores and online.
There are some 3D printing operations, certainly that we've come across.
Operation Consequences started in 2022 to fight crime across San Bernardino County. Dykes says investigators got interested in targeting ghost guns as more criminals were firing them at deputies. 9 more oiled birds have been found near an oil sheen off the coast of Huntington Beach. OC Supervisor Katrina Foley says officials have been testing oil samples to find a source, but nothing has been confirmed so far.
Samples from the oil that's in the water, samples from the tar balls, samples from the feathers even of the birds that have been oiled to test and track back to a particular source.
Foley says the oil sheen was first reported last week and it's been cleaned up, but tar balls continue to wash ashore. She says people can call the Oiled Wildlife Care Network when an oiled bird is found. And a man in Florida who complained about persistent headaches has been diagnosed with an infection caused by tapeworm larvae living in his head. The American Journal of Case Report said last week the guy hadn't traveled overseas or visited a farm, but ABC's Jim Ryan says the man did admit to having a taste for undercooked bacon. Researchers say his case is a reminder to eat only fully cooked pork and to thoroughly wash your hands before and after preparing a meal. The CDC says larval cysts can be found in undercooked pork. The journal reports the guy's headaches did improve after he got treatment. Taking a look now at KFI traffic, we've got an accident on the 57 in Brea.
Cars affecting the Imperial Highway on away from the North 57 shut down actually because of a vehicle fire, which is sort of an accident. Yes, take the over the boulevard to the North 57, you'll be much better off. By the way, no delays in the main portion of the 57 northbound between Brea and Diamond Bar. There's another off-ramp problem in OC. The Magnolia Avenue exit from the West 91 is shut down because of a serious accident. You can take Brookhurst away from the West 91. 10 westbound Santa Monica Freeway before Overland, a crash ups and lanes now on the right shoulder. Backed up to Arlington. KFI in the sky. Let's get you there faster. I'm Mike Morris. You know, life goes in some ways.
For me, it's the aroma of lavender and candle bath enveloped by Rainforest Sunscreen. Enlightenment, here I come.
Free one-day delivery on bath bombs and millions of other items. Whatever you're into, it's all right.
College hoops fans, it's tournament time. The thrill and excitement
excitement of March Mania is here, and you can get in on the action with DraftKings Sportsbook, one of America's top-rated sportsbook apps. New customers bet on any college basketball national tournament game and turn $5 into $150 instantly in bonus bets. That's right. To celebrate college basketball's most frenzied time of the year, DraftKings is giving new customers a shot to rack up some bonus bets. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use promo code IHEART. New customers can bet $5 to get $150 instantly in bonus bets only with DraftKings Sportsbook with promo code IHEART. That's promo code IHEART. The crown is yours. Must be 21 or older. Indiana only. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply. Terms at sportsbook.draftkings.com/paywall. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT.
DirectBuyers.com. You can get your $15,000 cash advance before closing. And they'll never roll away. Ever. Call 844-242-SELL. 844-242-SELL. Visit DirectBuyers.com. That's DirectBuyers.com.
Southern weather from KFI, partly cloudy with a chance of showers, low to mid-60s in the beaches, mid to upper 60s in Metro LA and OC, mid-60s to low 70s in the Inland Valleys, mid-50s to low 60s in the Antelope Valley, low to upper 60s in the Inland Empire. It's going to be no rain tomorrow. It's going to be partly sunny. Temperatures are going to warm up into the upper 70s next week. Partly cloudy skies.
Sunlight. Yeah.
KFI 24-hour newsroom. I'm Brian. This feeling good.
Sunlight. Yeah. Sino?
Si Ben nandito din yun sa tayo dito sa sa Discord pero
No, I don't know.
Hello.
Hello.
Yo, what's going on, baby? How are you?
Someone. I think someone.
What's up?
Huh?
What's going on, guys?
Nothing. We're doing fine. Playing games. Valorant.
Rothschild.
How you doing? I'm Rabbi Rothschild. Pleased to meet you.
Hello, Rabbi Rothschild. How are you?
I'm well. I stream my life 24 hours a day on YouTube.
Why?
Ooh.
That's crazy.
24/7.
I've been doing so for 3 years on 5 different
It's
streams.
like
Real life Truman Show.
it's like a big brother.
Damn.
You got
You
it.
Jewish?
I am, baby.
Yeah, kind of. Rabbi means
Teacher.
Jewish, right?
It means teacher.
Rabbi means
Yeah, she's a preacher.
Teacher.
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 So you preach?
No, I teach. I teach.
What brought you to this?
Just one more.
Rabbi.
What
Do you
brought
speak Yiddish?
a little?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Hey guys, do you guys know about Telegram?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm live streaming this in a Telegram, and I'm going to share my screen in a Telegram. Just one moment.
Okay. Is it full of porn?
No, it's a crypto. No, I don't do that. It's a cryptocurrency. It's a cryptocurrency Telegram. So basically, I'm sharing my screen to them, and you can see my screen, or you will very soon. And it's a lot at once. So I'm gonna move one of the devices. I'm gonna go to a different Telegram room. It's wild. Just follow along.
Well, tell us what it's about. Are we even interested in it? Just wondering.
or searching.
Hey, I don't know what interests you. If something else is more exciting than I am, feel free to watch that. I'm just living my life.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, like when you click a YouTube video, there's a title, right? You know what you're getting into, right? But you're just saying to jump on your stream, we don't know what it is. Even if we're interested, we wouldn't know what it is. You know what I mean? So like, I'm just helping you out. You know what I mean?
Apologies, I misunderstood what you were saying. You can go to my YouTube stream if you want. I don't care about that. If you want, it's just my name, and it's just me literally with 5 different devices watching what I can do. What I'm saying is more interesting is I'm going to be sharing my screen in multiple different platforms at once. Also, you're live on 34 different platforms. So you're live on 5 different YouTubes, 5 different Twitches, 5 different hold on one second. Instagram, 5 different. You're live on 2 different, well, four different Telegrams, 5 different Kicks, 5 different Rumbles, 5 different X/Twitters. You're also live on a video Twitter space. So that's a lot. I mean, look, I'm not saying I'm the most entertaining of people, but basically, what I say is I'm the Guinness World Record person for the most amount of data on YouTube, and that in turn has made me the person with the most amount of personal data on the internet, which is wild. So basically, am I going to sit here? What do I do on this? I host trivia. I can host trivia in a little bit if you want. We can do karaoke. I have a bunch of different communities. So I'm showing you one of them right now. And I'm going to bring you in to one of them, and you'll be able to see me on a few different cameras. So just 1 moment.
Kaibigan ko.
Hindi.
Love. But,
Ay, gago. Uy.
I don't know. Yeah. Too high for this, man. Sorry. I'm just a little talking.
Oh my God, naroon na lang kami.
Oo nga. Kaya tinatanong ko kung kilala niyo siya.
Hindi ko pa naririnig din. Kasi,
Wow.
tayo nang yan, nawala bigla.
parang nag-join lang yan, parang mag-ano. We're playing right now. Well, we playing dog shit. No.
Can I join the?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yo, guys, do you know about futurology?
9-8 na.
I'm very pro 420.
I'm high right now.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
All right,
Where are you right now?
California.
You in jail, bro?
No, thank God.
Are you in jail?
No, I'm just
No,
in a bed.
it's legal, baby.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
All right, do you guys know about futurology?
Sensory or
Do you use cocaine, bro?
No, I do not do that. That's harmful. But I smoke weed. Good.
wait, what strand do you use? I mean, strain.
I have different ones. I have GDP. I have ice cream. I have Ghost OP. I have Afghan OP. Device.
I don't know that much, but I'm only taking sativa right now.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So that's what you're asking. Yeah. Most of mine are sativas, but there's some hybrids. THCA.
I don't like hybrid. It makes me mellow.
Yeah, I like all of them. It just depends on what I'm feel like doing. But before eating, it's actually worth it because the food tastes so much better. So whatever. Right?
Exactly, bro. The munching, bro.
Yeah. You're gonna consume calories anyway. Might as well be 10 times as good.
Exactly. might as well be like, oh fuck yeah, like it's like, bro, music and eating is like, what that shit's great. When you're high, like,
Yeah, music makes you like feel that transcending, right? And I think religious people call them that they felt the touch of God. But since I'm not religious, so I don't use that term.
it's just fucking nasty.
Yes, it's just like, well, just like, it'll make you appreciate how the significant you are.
Like when you're high, you like fucking get all the lyrics, you know, like the emotion in it, like in everything. Like, it's amazing.
And everything is funny also. Like me, like for example, when I'm learning German, right?
Yeah.
And then when I'm high, this is so much funny. Like what they were saying, how it sounds, and like the way that they would formulate their grammar.
Right. Bro, you're learning German too. Holy shit, me too.
You do?
Yeah. I got German friends.
Woher kommst du?
When I'm economy.
Where are you from? No, it's fine. Yeah, but it's just so much funnier, you know. I mean, I'm pretty sure if you're familiar with German, like some of the words, right?
Random guy lines at Discord. Come on, Angela. I have no. No.
Yo, dog, do you know about futurology? Excellent, like the study of the future. I'm fascinated by it, and there's a page on Wikipedia about which I would like to make you all aware. It's called List of Emerging Technologies, and if you don't mind, I'm just going to read a few of them just to generate some ideas. I just think that we're moving towards a really exciting future, perhaps for some of us. So here we go. Agricultural robots. The current status is it's a research and development trial project, but what the applications are the automation of agriculture and basically agricultural drones. Next is closed ecological systems. The status is in research and development, that's R&D, working demonstrators, like a biosphere. If you're not familiar with what a biosphere was, it's, I'll show it in a second, it'll load. So Biosphere 2 is an Earth Science System research facility in Oracle, Arizona. Its mission is to serve at the center of research, outreach, teaching, and lifelong learning about Earth, its living systems, and its place in the universe. So we can talk about that later, but basically you should be aware that there's a place where we are studying Earth like in a biodome, which is very cool. And essentially related to this, there's of course the Greenhouse Eden Project. If you don't know what Eden Project is, it's in Cornwall, England. It's similar to what we just saw in Arizona. There are bioshelters and a seawater greenhouse. I think this is really cool. I've never thought about this before. Seawater greenhouse is a greenhouse structure that enables the growth of crops and the production of fresh water in arid regions, which constitute about 1/3 of Earth's land area. Some other things are cultured meat, which I really think is great, not having to hurt animals. R&D, we're in trials. It's humane, resource efficient, healthier, and cheaper meat. There's atmospheric water generator, a working prototype, agriculture in semi-arid land, and vertical farming. And I really like this one. It's space efficient farming and has space travel applications. So with that, I just think those are some really interesting things. And I want to stir up some conversation. And so if it does, great. If not, we learned a little bit about the future of agriculture. So I bet you could get some amazing strains of whatever your favorite cannabis product is if you use some of that. Can you imagine agricultural drones with cannabis? That'd be amazing.
Right.
Nothing.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives you access to all, every audience, live conversations, trusted influencers, and the insights and data you need to grow. iHeartMedia is your access company. Go to iHeartResults.com for more.
Jim was at the laundromat when he heard his ear said, "Rocket, senor," and his nose said, "Hey, freshness September." Following his nose, Jim found out
Oblit, how are you, baby?
freshness. Jim blurted, "Sir, your scent Morocco."
Zanzi, how are you? We got Trizieri and Kane. Christoph, how are you?
Simply starting is what matters most. That's why the Peloton you get thousands of classes, so you can find the one that will get you going. With instructors that take
Itchy Shiko, how are you?
and Peloton Entertainment, so you can watch your favorite shows and live sports as you want. Get started
Hello.
with Peloton Bike or Bike Plus rental at one Peloton.
Hello. Do you like futurology? Do you like the study of the future? No? Why not?
The Jesus Christ Show, tomorrow morning at 6 on KFI.
Okay, that's an honest answer. Very cool. How are you, Zanzi?
I'll still keep taking phone calls. So if you're on hold, phone waiting for me, just stay put. And I'll just go ahead and keep answering the questions off the air, obviously. And I go through those really quickly. No breaks. I really go through them. So you'll obviously get your questions answered very quickly. And the number you call it now, on, or we can call now during this segment, 800-520-1534. 800-520-1534. Welcome back. Handle on Marjorie Legal, Marginal legal advice. All right, Kevin, you're up.
Hi, a doctor performed a spinal fusion 1 year after an unsuccessful spinal surgery. They nicked my aortic artery. I bled out, had a massive blood transfusion, 3 aortic stents, and went into cardiac arrest. Life support for 3 days, temporary brain damage, and I was in the ICU for 17 days. I was wondering if I could call the hospital.
But do you know what's happened though?
Nicking an aortic artery? Yeah, and the damages are pretty severe. I mean, legally, I'd feel better if you had permanent brain damage, to be honest with you. It would be a much better case if I'm representing you, but I'll take it. Temporary brain damage, ICU, hospital, the stent. Were the stents put in as a result of the bleed?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, so all that resulted in the, that's a case. Yeah, that's a case. You need a medical malpractice attorney on this one because this is going to be a fight. I mean, I wish you had lost your leg or, you're in a wheelchair or, as I said, permanently mentally disabled. But you know what? You only get handed the cards that you get.
I also lost my leg. I had a massive blood clot in my leg. They had to reconstruct my left femoral artery.
Oh, no, almost not good enough, almost so close in, it works in horseshoes and it works in atomic bombs, but doesn't, almost is a little bit tough, but you got a case there. I'm telling you right now, Kevin, you got a case. You want to talk to a medical malpractice attorney, you can go to handleonthelaw.com. We have them check around, make a few phone calls. This is a case that will take, and by the way, go to someone who has had experience with men now. This is not one of those attorneys that are sole practitioner or law firms that only specialize in personal injury. It's not to say that I'm doing a good job. This is complicated, highly complex medical malpractice. This one is no joke, and it's going to cost a lot of money to invest in this. You're not going to pay any money, so don't worry about that. But this is big stuff. All right. Okay. Wow. See, I always ask damages. Always, because that sort of that overrides everything. Okay, so as I was joking about it, rather have him fully non-cognizant, have severe mental damage. Of course, I was kidding. No, I wasn't. And because legally that would help him a lot. But at the same time, look at those damages. I mean, pretty severe, to say the least.
Naka-off yung, ano mo, mic mo. Z and Z. Naka-off yung mic mo doon sa game.
Oh, yeah. One second.
Including your niece, right? She's not staying.
Right. Well, there's three roommates total. So they
okay, that doesn't matter. But okay, she had to move out, and there were all three roommates. Okay, not that that matters, but okay. So go ahead. So they move out. Roof caves in. Now what?
Well, the maintenance man came in and removed the ceiling up above the bathroom, and said it would take about 4 or 5 days to fix it. And now she has to meet with the LA environmental inspector.
Why does she have to meet with the inspector?
I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense because she has nothing to do with the repair. It either is in compliance or it's not in compliance. What the hell does she have to do with it? It's you can't move in now, and then she's gonna move back in when it's fixed. Okay, that one I don't understand. But all right, go on with the story.
Well, they're in the middle of their exams.
Yeah.
And it's a big distraction.
Yeah, of course it is. Of course it is.
They haven't offered them any compensation.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, you talking about money compensation or helping them with the test?
No, I'm helping them with.
Yeah, I understand. So you want to give they should give you your niece a break in terms of the testing process. Give her a few points up because of what she's gone through, right?
No, rental reduction.
Yeah, I think I think a rental reduction for a few days. Yeah, that works. And whatever it costs for her to live someplace else. Sure.
And for her to have to meet with the
that I don't understand. That I don't get at all. Lisa, I don't understand that one at all. And what happens if she doesn't meet with the environmentalist? Do the environmental police show up and arrest her and put handcuffs on her while the environmental inspector comes down? None of that makes sense for having to meet with whatever environmental specialist or inspector comes down. But as far as her being reimbursed for the payment of the rent, yeah, except they'll just put her up someplace and they should pay for that. Okay, it's one or the two, and they usually put people up. And then as far as giving her a break because of the distraction, what happened, that ain't gonna happen. Take it out. Yeah, no, that's not. But it's basically a landlord-tenant situation. It's the same thing that happens as any landlord-tenant. Just because it happens to be UCLA doesn't really matter. And before we leave, I do want to tell you about pain, and that is chronic pain, which is really miserable because chronic pain is like always 24/7, and it can be huge and it can be debilitating. Now, pain for me, pain for you. I get a paper cut. That's painful. Okay. I get a sore knee. That's painful. Well, if you're in chronic pain, it's a whole different animal. So I'm going to suggest that you listen to the Pain and Gain podcast, whether you live in chronic pain or someone you know lives in chronic pain. The podcast is all about the funny, encouraging, inspirational, it's educational, it's witty. Boy, does he get to the point. Half Prayed, which I love, and it's not about whining. I do that plenty. It's about shifting your mindset, and pain is all about what's in your head. And I've known the host of this on it for a whole lot of years. Boy, she deals with this constantly and does it heroically. And she has guests, experts in the field, lawyers, stay-at-home moms across the board who are either living with, dealing with, treating those living with pain and the trauma that comes from it or causes them. And every episode ends with a message of hope and counterintuitively. I haven't listened to you to understand this. You'll understand the show is about giving pain purpose. I know that sounds weird, but you'll see what I'm talking about. The new episode drops every Tuesday morning. Listen anywhere you listen to podcasts. The Pain Game Podcast. The Pain Game Podcast. And also, before I leave, and the tech show comes aboard, I will be taking phone calls off the air. I'll start in just a minute. We'll continue with the legal questions, and I go through pretty quickly. So if you have a legal question, just jump right on it. The number is 800-520-1534. 800-520-1534. And since there are no commercials, and you know how quickly I go through these calls, you're not going to be waiting very long at all. 800-520-1534. This is Handle on the Law.
Talk without the tilt.
KFI.
KOST HD2.
Los Angeles, Orange County.
Live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Barricade in New Jersey. I'm Brian Berman, live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. Police in Falls Township, Pennsylvania say a man shot and killed 3 people. He's now barricaded inside a house in New Jersey with hostages. Police say he shot and killed 2 people at a house in Leviton around 9 a.m. Eastern Time, then shot and killed someone else at another house shortly after. Police say he knew all 3 people he killed. The San Bernardino County Sheriff's operation has netted 320 ghost guns. 2 of those guns were recovered earlier this month. Sheriff Shannon Dykes says officials decided to target ghost guns as they became a common tool for criminals.
We saw a large number of our officer-involved shootings that our deputies were being shot at or shot with ghost guns.
All of the guns have been taken as part of Operation Consequences. The operation, which began in 2022, is a countywide effort to fight crime, including drug and gun crime. Blake Trolley, KFI News. A Metro train has hit a person in downtown LA. That pedestrian was hit by a Metro Red Line train around 9:45 this morning on South Hill Street. The person was taken to the hospital and is expected to be okay. The LA County DA has charged 13 people allegedly connected to the Mexican mafia for a violent attack and smuggling drugs in jail.
Investigators allege a member of the Mexican mafia in state prison sent orders to his associates outside.
What up, Jet Roo? How you living?
An inmate who was claiming he was a member of the mafia. Police also searched the mafia leader's home and say they found 10
How are you?
a gun, and $16,000 for his associates.
I'm good. How about you?
Kicking ass, taking names. Thank you.
2 years ago, 2 people were arrested Thursday.
Nice.
Arrested yesterday. 8 were already in prison, and 2 others.
How about the others?
A panel on a Boeing 737
Where's the
plane is missing from a United Airlines flight from San Francisco to Oregon. The missing panel was noticed by ground crew when the flight arrived in Oregon yesterday. United Flight 433 left San Francisco at 10:20 a.m. and landed safely at Rogue Valley International Medford Airport. The panel was on the underside
You guys,
where the wing was embodied and near where the landing.
yung marunong mag-English, sorry.
Animal Care is calling for volunteers to give some blood donations.
Tagalogin ko na lang, guys.
Rescue from deported. Two dogs were also among the dozens of animals crammed into one small
Yung ginagawa niyo. Emil. Yun, mali. Wala ako gamit mo. Si Reyna. Si Jeff. Soba. Sino? Sino gamit mo?
Yes.
Ano skin niyan? Ano skin?
Ano siya? Sabi ko ba yung color?
Oh, sige.
Brown, yellow, blue. May green.
Si ano? Yung may robot?
Sino?
AJ.
Yan.
Si AJ.
Yes. Ayun. Si
Sino
Ruby.
kalaro mo?
Ayun. Sila Liz. Sila Sis.
The attorney famous for his
Si
teenage
Jazz.
versus Larry H. Parker has died. Parker was the
Dian.
first attorney who was seen on
Si
TV,
ano?
radio, billboards, and bus benches across Southern California for decades.
Dito ba yun?
Watson announced Parker's death yesterday. He was 75.
Si Trizzy?
Taking a
Si
look at KFI
Tizi.
traffic
Si
now.
Zanzi.
Repairs the 405 is going to pass.
Tatlo kayo.
Rizzairi. Hindi pa. Yung isa pa yung first ko.
Christoph, 4. 16. Ah, hindi ko nakausap yung isa.
Ano? Ano naman?
Napanood kayo, kaya napanood dito yun. Ayan, yan o. See guys.
Nanahimik na rin ako.
Tao. Kaya na pa kayo naglalaro.
Yup. Kanina pa. So,
Ano napapagod ah.
almost 3 hours.
Pagod ka na yan.
Yeah.
Pero tayo minsan. Okay lang ba sa'yo? Ano?
Minsan lang ako.
Oo. Nga-ID ka ba? Oo. Hindi, kung saan nakita ate. Mas chat kita. Oo. Ay, dito na lang. Drop mo yung bago mo dito. DM mo sa akin. Kahit ano, ikaw bahala. Kung ano mabibigay mo.
Sige, wait lang.
If an application needs to be modernized, then you'll need time, resources, and caffeine. If that sounds daunting, then you need Watson X Code Assistant. AI designed to multiply developer productivity so you can generate code quickly. Let's create a more modern foundation for business with Watson X Code Assistant. Learn more at ibm.com/code assistant. IBM. Let's create.
Mass Mutual knows that finances can lead to uncomfortable conversations. What about that guy who's always trying to get you to invest in his business?
His last idea was generating power with electric eels.
What about Uncle Paul?
Uncle Audit. How about that coworker who retired early?
She's off the grid, so let's just send a carrier pigeon.
What about,
According to the Financial Educators Council, 39% of Americans don't have someone they can ask for trusted financial guidance. Go to massmutual.com today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow.
Get the hydration your lips crave with the Leave On Lip Slipping Mask from Laneige. This mask is ultra hydrating and nourishing with very clear complex shea butter and little lotus seed butter. Apply the mask in the evening and wake up to lips that feel soft.
Hello.
Hey, how are you? I'm well. What do you want to watch on TV?
College hoops fans, it's tournament time. The thrill and excitement of March Mania is here. And you can get in on the action with DraftKings Sportsbook, one of America's top-rated sportsbook apps. New customers bet on any college basketball national tournament game and turn $5 into $150 instantly in bonus bets. That's right. To celebrate college basketball's most frenzied time of the year, DraftKings is giving new customers a shot to rack up some bonus bets. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use promo code IHEART. New customers can bet $5 to get $150 instantly in bonus bets only with DraftKings Sportsbook with promo code IHEART. That's promo code IHEART. The crown is yours. Must be 21 or older. Indiana only. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply. Terms at sportsbook.draftkings.com/bball. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT.
Tanya here, and there are many ways that we can all help raise awareness around HIV, but maybe the most important is just talking about it openly and honestly. There's no cure for HIV, but there are effective treatments that, taken as prescribed, can help you live healthy with HIV and get to and stay undetectable, which means the amount of the virus is so low it can't be measured by lab tests. If you're living with HIV and not on treatment, talk to your doctor about treatment options. Learn more at treathivtoday.com. This message was sponsored by Gilead Sciences.
3. Howard back on the attack. Skip pass, Howard. Lines it up.
Need your help now more than ever. Join Top Towers on its mission to do good in their honor. Never forget 9/11 or the sacrifices of this country's heroes and their families. Donating $11 a month at T2T.org. That's T, the number 2, T.org.
This subseason, evolve your sun care with new Banana Boat 360 coverage. With advanced control mist, it's a new way to spray. An all-new bottle means an all-new mist experience. It smells great and is incredibly light on your skin. Control with coverage you can count on. Tap the trigger lightly to cover targeted areas, or pull for long, continuous spray, ensuring long-lasting Banana Boat protection. Plus, it's your fellow sweat-resistant sport formula to kids SPF 50+. Shop Banana Boat 360 Mist at Walmart, Target, or Amazon.
This is a radio ad for Dixit. Dupilumab, a prescription medicine for people 6 months and up with moderate to severe eczema that is not well controlled with topical prescription therapies. But since this is radio, you can't see the effects of Dixit. You can't see how it helps you stay ahead of your eczema, or how it helps block a key source of inflammation inside your body that could be causing eczema. You can't see how it helps heal your skin from pain, but you can see how your Dixit can help you have clearer skin and less itch. Individual results may vary. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Get help right away if you have reasonable trouble breathing or swelling of your face, lips, mouth, tongue, and throat. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems such as eye pain, vision changes, blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or parasitic infections. Don't change your stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor. See for yourself. Ask your eczema specialist about Dixit. Visit Dixit.com or call 1-844-DIXIT.
We all need help understanding God's word sometimes. The In Touch Radio Network on iHeartRadio provides biblical teaching you can trust. Featuring daily devotions, the sermons of Dr. Charles Stanley, and our Spanish station in Kentucky. The In Touch Radio Network will lift you up throughout the day and help you gain a deeper understanding of God's word. Listen anytime and anywhere. Just search In Touch on the iHeartRadio app. No matter what the day brings, count on Juicy Juice for the good stuff. Get a piece of each piece of real 100% fruit juice to help them conquer the day. Juicy Juice is only sweetened by the fruit with no sugar added, no high fructose corn syrup, and no artificial sweeteners. And all families and bottles in juice boxes. Find Juicy Juice at your favorite local grocery retailer. Info at juicyjuice.com. My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance. For your free quote, go to SelectQuote.com. SelectQuote.com. That's SelectQuote.com. SelectQuote. We shop. You save. Full details on example policies at SelectQuote.com/commercials.
Nobody wants to outlive their money, but it happens, especially for women.
That's why Cambridge offers the Perry flexibility. It's designed for women's unique retirement needs with flexible withdrawals to help cover unexpected expenses, plus a guaranteed lifetime income benefit that keeps paying you even when your account balance is zero. In other words, it's like a paycheck for life. Let's hear it again. A paycheck for life. Guaranteed. Sounds too good to be true? It's not. It's the Parity Flexibility, and it's one more example of their commitment to creating a better financial future for women. One where they feel empowered, not excluded, and ready to take on whatever the next chapter holds. Cambridge believes financial flexibility and security are things we all could use more of, and retirement income you can't outlive is the ultimate fix. Start saving now at Cambridge.io. Please visit Cambridge.io/ParityFlex for current rates, full product disclosures and disclaimers, and other information.
Lumps this one in with the much more harmless sounding user content. Yes, apps can read your email and your texts and your other messages. Now, for some reasons, this may be a use case scenario. Let's say on Android, you download a third-party app that you want to use for your text messages. That's why they would have to read it. But they also might just say, hey, we want to read your texts. And if you give them that ability, they could. Both platforms have categories that let apps tap into your web browsing history, although I'm not exactly sure how that one's used because I feel like that should be pretty well guarded, but that's an interesting one. Now on Android, any old app used to be able to see a list of other apps that you had installed on your phone, but now they've limited this. Again, these two platforms have gotten much more strict with these permissions because they've realized they've been abused over the years. Apple does not allow apps to look at your list of other apps. That's pretty nice. Apple sandboxes things, which means apps really can't see what other apps are doing. Both platforms, of course, have a category for contacts, which will allow an app to see even personal details like how often you contact someone, how long you talk to them for, and your call history. So yes, your app could know particular people that you call and how long you call them for. They also have, of course, calendar access. That could be useful for travel, journaling, and health apps, but you can see how this could be abused. Apple's policy has some interesting new categories due to products like the Vision Pro. This includes environment scanning. So I realized this when I was using the Vision Pro that, oh, wait a second, this thing can see all around me. It can see my entire image of my house or wherever I'm using this. So environment scanning collects image detection of the user's surroundings along with head and hand movement. Think about that for a minute. All of this sounds pretty scary, and yes, in many ways it is. These are some eye-popping data points that go way beyond just your location. In reality, I think it's actually a good thing that Apple and Google have these categories, because the more specific these categories get, the better it is for us as consumers, because we can say, yeah, you can do this with my phone, but my hand movement information, I'd rather not you have that information. So as consumers, we need to be hyper-aware of the permissions an app asks for. Don't just download an app without looking, and don't just flip through all of those little screens and say, hey, we have permission to this, we have permission to that. Everyone wants to speed through and just get to the app. Look at what those screens are asking you. They are very important. Now, apps want to know about us as much as possible, because the more they know, the more they can target us with better marketing, or of course monetize this data. A lot of these apps share this data with third parties. They sell this data. So why do you think an app wants to get really popular? Because, hey, we've got information on 100 million people. That is very valuable information. By the way, these people that are buying this information, they're mixing it with other databases so they can get a really good picture of who you are. So ideally, an app can collect our information properly, but it would not sell this information to someone else, or it would share that information to someone else. So again, check those App Store listings. Both Apple and Google have some information about this on the App Store listings. That's what you want to check. Now, here's the other thing. Here's the big takeaway. Get your pencil and paper out. No, I'm just kidding. You don't have to. You just share this on the link on the website. You can check on your phone to see which apps are using which permissions, and you can revoke these even after you've installed an app. So on the iPhone, you can go into settings and then privacy and security. You're going to see a whole bunch of categories like contacts, calendar, microphones. Tap one of those categories and you can see all the apps that can tap into this stuff. So for Instagram, if you're not recording stuff with your microphone on Instagram, take away the ability for it to tap into your microphone. Same thing with Facebook. It just makes sense if you don't need those things to have access to that. On Samsung, same thing. You can go into settings, security, and privacy, and they call it permission manager. And you can tap into categories including body sensors, call logs, or location. Once again, you can tap an app to change its permissions. On the Pixel, same thing. Go into settings, security and privacy, permission manager. Yeah, you see how they kind of hide these things down many ways. You can tap into a category to see which apps have access there. Again, tap an app to change its permissions. Hopefully, just by being aware of this, you will understand how much data about you flows through your phone, and you will help stop at least some of that flow if these apps do not need it. By the way, I think that phone models instead of the iPhone 15 and the Pixel 6, Pixel 7, they should just call everything 007 because it's basically a little spy in your pocket. All right, coming up on today's show, I've got the website that reveals the best internet service provider in your area. But first, it is your turn. Your call's coming up next at 888-RICH-101. That's 888-742-4101. Also, if you want links to what I just mentioned, sign up for my newsletter. Search Rich on Tech newsletter. Sign up and you can get information about what I just mentioned. My name is Rich DeMiro. You are listening to Rich on Tech. Rich DeMiro, Rich on Tech on KFI AM 640. Time now for a news update.
I'm Brian Berman, live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. Three people have been shot and killed in Pennsylvania by what police are describing as a homeless man. Police say 26-year-old Andrew is now barricaded inside a house in New Jersey with hostages.
We know initially he was armed with a long gun. He may be armed with other weapons. I don't have specific information. He was armed, my information is that he was armed with an AR-15 style assault rifle.
Gordon shot and killed two people at a home in Levittown, according to police, around 9 a.m. Eastern Time. He then shot and killed someone at another home shortly afterward. Police say Gordon knew all three of those people. He was already driving a stolen car when he carjacked another driver around 20 minutes later at a Dollar General in Morrisville. Police say that they are trying to get inside that home. Former Vice President Pence says that he will not endorse his old boss.
It should come as no surprise that I will not be endorsing Donald Trump.
Pence says that should not be surprising because former President Trump has backed away from many conservative issues, including abortion and getting tough on China. Pence says he won't be voting for Biden either.
I would never vote for Joe Biden.
He says that he won't be running as the third-party candidate as well. Taking a look now at KFI traffic, we've got an accident cleared on the 91 in Anaheim.
Magnolia Avenue on-ramp away from the West 91. It was closed because of a serious accident, which has cleared the way. We had another on-ramp issue in Brea. The Imperial Highway on-ramp away from the North 57 was out of service because of a vehicle fire. That vehicle fire cleared the way, and the Imperial off-ramp from the North 57 has been reopened. No delays on the main portion of 57 northbound heading for the Brea Canyon. Caltrans working in Santa Ana on the 55 southbound transition to the 22 westbound until 2 p.m. KFI in the sky helps get you there faster. I'm Mike Collins.
Sounds good. I need directions for paying down debt.
Starting route. Apply for a SoFi personal loan and consolidate your debt into one fixed payment. Turn right into a positive outlook and get $5,000 to $100,000 as soon as the same day you sign, with no fees required.
Got it. You could get out of Helper's credit card debt with a SoFi personal loan. View your rate at SoFi.com/debt in 60 seconds. Then whip back to your credit score. Loans originated by SoFi Bank Connect, member FDIC, terms and conditions at SoFi.com/debt, NMLS 696891.
Spectrum One is a big deal. You get Spectrum Internet with the most reliable internet speeds, free advanced Wi-Fi for enhanced security and privacy, and the free Spectrum Mobile Unlimited line with nationwide 5G included, all while saving big. For the big speed, big reliability, and big savings you want, get Spectrum Line. Just $49.99 a month for 12 months. Visit spectrum.com/big-deal for full details. Offer subject to change, valid for qualified residential customers only. Service not available in all areas. Restrictions apply.
College hoops fans, it's tournament time. The thrill and excitement of March Mania is here, and you can get in on the action with DraftKings Sportsbook, one of America's top-rated sportsbook apps. New customers bet on any college basketball national tournament game and turn $5 into $150 instantly in bonus bets. That's right. To celebrate college basketball's most frenzied time of the year, DraftKings is giving new customers a shot to rack up some bonus bets. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app
and use promo code IHEART. New customers can bet $5 to get $150 instantly in bonus bets only with DraftKings Sportsbook with promo code IHEART. That's promo code IHEART. The crown is yours. Must be 21 or older. Indiana only. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply. Terms at sportsbook.draftkings.com/bball. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT.
That makes me sound like I'm using the web shooting on my wrist like a superhero. Big Delian superhero. How much strength those webs would have to have. Them saying, finish your sandwich.
The Fork Report with Neil Savino this afternoon at 2 on KFR and on demand anytime on the iHeartRadio app.
4101. Website for the show, richontech.tv. And if you want more information about what I just talked about, it's on the newsletter. Just search Rich on Tech newsletter and you can sign up. In a moment, I'll tell you about the new website that helps you find the fastest internet in your area based on real-life speed test data. But first, let's go to Shelley in Seal Beach. Shelley, you're on with Rich.
Hi, thank you for taking my call, Rich.
Yeah.
I am an Apple user. All my devices are Apple compatible. I have been using an iMac since they came out. The one that I have now is 2016. I do keep the software updated, however, the hardware is complaining. Now I need to get another computer just because I need the hardware. And I decided I want to get a laptop. I do not know what laptop would be recommended. Also, I need a recommendation for a printer that would be compatible with the laptop that you recommend. I want an old-function laser printer, and that it'll have a theater, and that it'll have a color. Was that too much to get all that?
Yeah, I think so. You want a laptop to replace the iMac, so you want to stick with Apple, I take it, right?
Correct.
Okay.
All the devices are Apple, so they all think everything syncs.
What are you doing on the computer? What do you need to use it for?
Hey, good afternoon and God bless from West Kentucky, y'all.
Pen.
Out here enjoying this beautiful weather we're having out here. It's like 7 degrees out here.
That's beautiful.
Well, my guess is probably for the eclipse it'll be rainy and cloudy and overcasted.
Guaranteed.
Well, it sounds like a MacBook Air is probably what you need, and they just came out with new ones, a 15-inch and a 13-inch. So I personally 13 and 15. So I personally would go with the 15-inch because I have a 13-inch laptop and I really can't deal with it. The screen is just way too small. And now here's the thing: are you moving this laptop from your house ever? Are you taking it on the go, like outside or like traveling?
And I've been using it for 100 years.
See, you're enjoying Discord over there.
It is what it is. It's not very exciting.
Well, here's the thing. Okay, so you're going to pay a premium because of the laptop. You're going to get less ports on it. You're going to get less specs. You're going to get just less for your money because it is portable. So I would say if you don't need that portability, then go with another iMac.
Yeah, people are people in every sense of the word. Every walk of life.
It's the M3 chip, and you're telling me your last computer lasted 8 years. So that tells me that if you get even the base model of this,
no matter where you go, you're going to get like immaturity, materialism,
let's say
people shit now.
MacBook Air 15. So I'd say the MacBook Air 15 starts at $12.99. Are you in education or anything like that? Do you get any sort of discounts? Oh, so perfect. You'll get a little discount. Don't forget to shop at the Apple Education Store. But basic specs.
I like people watch clothes in moderation.
$12.99 to get 8 gigs of memory and 256 gig hard drive. Now, Apple likes to play a little bit of games with the
$12.99. Personally, I think everything gets better when you go one step up with the Apple product. So it's $1,500. That'll get you.
I guess if you wanted to attract a little more viewers, you should probably like try to entertain yourself and be more active.
Because 8 at this point is
Pardon me?
kind of getting a little bit low for a lot.
I said if you wanted to attract a little more viewers, you should probably try to be more active, like entertain yourself more.
Thank you.
Like people love entertainment, and more or less they like to see people entertained, and that's in itself entertainment.
It's a free chip, which is going to give you that's their latest chip. This is the same laptop that I'm about to purchase, so I think that's
definitely preaching the choir, I'm sure.
Word nothing good.
$1,500. There is a new Mac or a new computer for sale at Walmart for $699. Now that is going to be a computer that's a couple years old, so it is aging a little bit. But if you just want to save money, I don't think you should go that route because you've kept your computer for 8 years. So if you do the math on this computer and you keep it for another 8 years, even if you're spending $1,500, that is still a fantastic deal. You know, just $200 a year. So I think that's a great way to go for it. Now for the printer, I would just go with a LaserJet from HP. I would check Wirecutter for that, see what their latest recommendation is, but I'm pretty sure that HP is pretty much the game in town when it comes to the color laser printers. So, and most of them have that,
Like for instance, you can like interview people on the street, just for like shits and giggles.
I appreciate it. Good luck with the new laptop, and I think you're gonna like it a lot. Let me tell you about this.
I mean, it's easier said than done. I don't have the ability to just go out and stream with the capabilities that I have from a location. Meaning, I've done that. You can see that on Instagram. That gets no views, just like this gets no views. But this gets at least a little bit more because it's on so many different platforms that I get a little bit of like people. Interviews on the street are
So it's definitely hard to be mobile, obviously.
exactly. You have one line basically. Here, I can have almost unlimited upload capabilities, and that's where I run into issues. I at one time had 4 different lines because I was trying to do that. The first year, I had 4 different lines from Verizon, data lines. And I would travel in the car all over the West Coast from just really all over. Disneyland, Beverly Hills, Santa Barbara, San Diego. You get no activity, none, if you don't have a lot of followers already. The algorithm just doesn't pick it up. It doesn't pick up like new accounts, or not just new accounts, but even just smaller accounts. So I have a lot of content, tens of thousands of videos that have 5 views, 7 views, really small amount of views. The best that I've gotten is a lot of streams at once because that gives me a huge footprint, and also the ability to communicate with the people. Because when you have so many devices, you don't know who's talking to you and who doesn't, who's not, because the chats aren't all synced. Somebody was telling me, was it you, Jade, or somebody else, about an extension that helps with this? Was that you?
I might have touched base or something like that, but I don't believe that was me.
No, there was someone who knew extensively about it, and I installed it and I used it. Here's the thing. When you're on, right now I'm on like 34 different platforms. So in order to view the chat, a synchronized chat, I have to literally take 34 chat keys and put them into a browser That's a lot of work. 34 different times, and that's for each video. So if I have 5 videos going right now, it's like 150 different links that I have to save, and it's not just one time. Every single time you do a new video, you have to do that. The platform isn't just. I mean, oh yeah, no, it's ridiculous. So like the ones that work, at least right now. I mean, if I go and interview someone right now, that is going to be live streamed on Instagram, Twitter, or TikTok. And I mean, it could be that my accounts are shadow banned. Have you ever done it? Can I ask you, JH? Do you have a TikTok account? Have you ever gone live on TikTok?
No, I'm not a TikTok guy, but I know a lot of people who are though. And they're like totally involved in development. Unfortunately, no, not me.
Well, those are people who either have followings or they have a niche. My niche is data, which is kind of an interesting niche, but to even be seen on TikTok is difficult. If you have an account, like you can get, I guess I push the limits with my account. And so I will show copyrighted material. And so I'll get dings, I'll get strikes against my account. And I don't really care. But that means they shadow ban you. So now you need a whole new account. Like I had a new iPhone with a new account on TikTok. I started with one of my accounts that I hadn't used. It has 3,000 followers, and it hadn't been used in a long time. It got its first video. It got like 400 people to watch it, which is good. And then since then, it's gotten nuts. And that's what happens with TikTok. Is you get this huge buildup, and then if you're not like, and I understand like what people want, but what I was doing is it's showing UFC 299. That's what a lot of people wanted. It's just I got a copyright strike against me, and then after that, it shows your account. So you're basically. I mean, do you have a YouTube stream, or do you have a YouTube channel that you've actually posted video of yourself?
I think I posted a video of my dog once. That was it.
How many views did it get?
Like that, but it was all localized.
How many views did it get?
It was all like localized, like people around me and family and friends I know.
Okay. That's a little different. But I mean, if you start up a YouTube stream right now, if you get 3 people over the course of 12 hours, you'll be lucky. I mean, just to find you was a fortune. I mean,
it took a little effort to get over it on this stream.
This is a very real thing. And to talk about it, let's bring on Dr. Scott J. White, Associate Professor and Director.
Yeah, I'll be right back in like 5 minutes, all right?
Absolutely.
Cybersecurity Program at Cyber Academy. Professor, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. My pleasure to be here.
So let's talk about TikTok. This has been the topic du jour here for a while. We heard this, I remember covering this a couple of years ago. Like, I think it was during the pandemic or right before the pandemic, there was a big to-do about banning this. It didn't happen. What's different this time around?
Yeah, I think, it's a good question. I think there's a lot of things that are different. I think from our last election, we had a fair election in the United States, but it was brought up by the intelligence community that there was definite interference from China and Russia. And that interference really came in the way of using social media, which both of those countries are very good at being propagandists in the worst possible way. So I think we're very cognizant of the power that these organizations, TikTok, can have on kind of manipulating people's decision making. What I think here specifically, I think when you start looking
got the app collecting data on millions of American users, and it's collecting the same data that many other apps like Instagram and Facebook and obviously these other apps on the same platforms are collecting. But what's different about TikTok? What are they doing differently as an app? Is it the fear of the connection to China?
Well, I think, I agree with you. I think that's part of it. I mean, if you look at Chinese national intelligence law, specifically, I recommend Article 7, 10, and Article 14. It makes it very clear that all private sector companies must work with the intelligence service. There are no warrants required. It's a phone call, or it's an automatic. You will share your database with us. And again, you like to think that the internet is a democratizing force. Really shouldn't be used as an intelligence gathering tool. But I think to your point, I think that the scary stuff, and look, it's true that Snapchat, Next, and the rest of these do keep data, but TikTok keeps the most amount of data, or tries to glean the most amount of data. If we think of it in football analogy, we're starting, Facebook X starting on the 50-yard line, and the Chinese are starting in TikTok in the red zone. So I mean, they just collect so much information, and the information they're going after is biometrics, face print, retinal scanning, voice print identification. That is really deeply technical.
So when I upload a video to TikTok, it's scanning my voice to understand, to make a fingerprint of my voice.
You're absolutely correct. That's exactly what's happening. They're also scanning your face and even your retina. So theoretically, you could be anywhere in the world. If the Chinese are eavesdropping through their surveillance system, they will pick up your voice print identification.
Is that documented? Is that where's that coming from?
Oh, that's the way they do business. Yeah, I mean, that's all part of the surveillance society. And we know it's happening because we believe they've already done it with their own people. We know it's occurring. There's social credit that is Facebook.
Now, here's what's interesting, because it's one of these things where a lot of people have made a living on TikTok. There's been a lot of stars born out of TikTok. I mean, there's Justin Bieber. I mean, didn't he come from TikTok? I mean, there's so many of these YouTube posts. Well, you know what I mean. But there's a lot of people that come from this. So obviously, there is a lot at stake here. It's not just like, hey, let's get rid of this thing. Like small businesses have gone viral on this. So, but when I was in China, I remember that I couldn't use almost any social network based in the U.S. over there. I couldn't use Twitter. I couldn't use Facebook. I couldn't use Instagram. It was a pain. So,
and you probably use a VPN.
Yeah.
You even use the VPN now. They're starting to block those. You're correct. And the fact is that, our social media sites are not allowed in China. And as an American traveling in China, I say, to attempt to connect to your social media, even through a virtual private network, is difficult at beginning to corrupt that system as well. So they're playing fair. They're incredibly hypocritical in the way they do business. And, we'll allow this to occur in the United States, but not at home. And that's not democracy. So I think we have to understand exactly what the Chinese Communist Party is doing. They're not a friend of the United States, and they're not a friend of democracy.
What does this mean for other Chinese-based apps? If you look at the top 10 list of apps, I mean, Temu is a huge app. It's growing. It had a Super Bowl ad. And, I get a lot of questions from people saying, hey, Rich, is this safe for me to shop on? You get a thing that maybe $10 on Amazon, it's 39 cents on Temu. So,
yeah, you're right.
Is that next?
Temu is very interesting, isn't it? Because, it's the fastest growing app of its kind through the Google Play or Apple Store. But if you look at it, it's kind of fundamentally on the space of the social credit system. Because in addition to the low prices it's talked about, Rich, it also gives free stuff to people who promote their app. So the more you use it and the more you disseminate that app to your friends, the greater credits you receive back. And it kind of, in a creepy way, reminds me of their kind of social credit system. That if you play their game, you will be rewarded. So, yeah, I
president signs it, they've got to either divest this company to an American company or just goes away, like TikTok is saying that's probably what's going to happen. Does this have bigger implications for the U.S.'s relationship with China?
Well, I think that any policy decision that the United States makes that, places China at a perceived or real disadvantage will have some type of consequences to it. Look, I mean, as I say, the Chinese system is not a capitalist system. They don't have free and open elections. They don't have a free judiciary or an independent judiciary. So, again, you're getting a communist dictatorship, basically. Are they going to dictate to a sovereign liberal democracy? And I think we're just going to have to be prepared to take a few shots. Other countries have. We're just going to have to prepare if we believe in democracy and true capitalism, in a fair market system. If we believe in it, then we have to show it. Look, we've taken apart large companies before. Just look at Bell. Bell Atlantic, Bell Pacific. It's not uncommon to take large multinational companies and diverse them. So asking TikTok to be purchased by an American company, fine, close your doors. We'll have the next day, you'll have an American competitor ready to start up and meet that market need.
All right, we're going to leave it there. Dr. Scott J. White, Associate Professor and Director of the George Washington University Cybersecurity Program and Cyber Academy. You want to make a prediction? Is this going to happen, you think?
It's going to be very interesting. I always said, which is the political party that's going to make that many young people upset? I think the Senate is going to hold it. I don't think it's going to make it through the Senate in a quick amount of time. So even if it does, it may be the next election before we see that happen.
Wow. Well, it certainly has a lot of people talking about it and a lot of people wondering if something like this can happen. But again, like I said, I think it was 3 or 4 years ago that we were talking about this same exact thing, and it seemed like it was imminent. So we'll continue to watch it. Dr. Scott J. White, how can folks learn more about your cybersecurity program?
Go to our website. It's the George Washington University College of Professional Studies.
All right.
I'd be happy to answer any questions about the program.
Thanks so much for the insight. Really interesting conversation. 888-RICH-101-888-742-4101. Coming up, we'll take more of your calls, and I'll tell you about the Roku data breach, what you need to know. You are listening to Rich on Tech. Rich DeMiro, Rich on Tech on KFI, AM 640. Time now for a news update. I'm Rob Berman, live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. Highways in Colorado are closed and thousands of people are without power for a second day after a huge winter storm. McDonald's is apologizing for a global tech outage that affected restaurants around the world for hours, saying it was from a third-party provider, not from a cyber attack. And Uber and Lyft say they're stopping their services in Minneapolis because of a new law that increases wages for their drivers. Taking a look now at KFI traffic, we've got an accident on the 110 in Wilmington. Freeway right at Pacific Hills Highway. It's an accident clearing out of the left-hand lane. That's causing delays coming away from San Pedro on the 110 toward Anaheim Street up to Sepulveda Boulevard. And if you're downtown, bound 110 northbound, change up again from the 105 up to the 5. Northbound side of the 101 Hollywood Freeway at Silver Lake Boulevard, a 3-vehicle wreck clearing off the right shoulder. You're slow coming away from the Los LA interchange. South 101 is slow going from Bar Hill Boulevard to the 411. KMI in the sky. Let's get you there faster. I'm Mike Morris.
Hey, maybe we can do like a trivia night.
That's Tuesday night. We already have that. I'm working on it with the people from Harry Potter on the Sonic Continue.
Nice. I'll definitely get involved with something like that. I love trivia.
Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. I think it's going to be on Twitter Spaces, but it will also be live streamed.
I will be there.
Excellent. Well, I haven't confirmed it. I shouldn't say that. Notice or asked me to do it every week and just asked me for a time. So I proposed Tuesday at 7 Pacific, 10 Eastern, and I'm just waiting on confirmation for that. So tentatively, you can lock it away.
Very cool. myself a bit of a trivia nerd.
I like to hear that. Very good. Do you participate in trivia nights?
Most definitely. I grew up on Trivial Pursuit. I was infatuated with that as a kid.
Oh, very cool. Then you might be very good at it.
If you're living with HIV and not on treatment, talk to your doctor about treatment options. Learn more at Treat HIV Today.
You know, but you don't know, you get to learn something.
That's true.
What the day brings, count on Juicy Juice for the good stuff. Give kids the nutrients of real 100% fruit juice to help them conquer the day. Juicy Juice is only sweetened by the fruit, with no sugar added, no high fructose corn syrup, and no artificial.
So even if you lose, you still win.
I agree with you.
Find Juicy Juice at your favorite local grocery retailer. Info at juicyjuice.com.
Chris should take better care of that diabetes.
I know, but needles scare me and blood tests hurt.
Then try Numstat.
What's Numstat?
Numstat's a prep pad that can help you avoid needle stick pain and fear. Just rub it on for 60 seconds first.
Our name says it all. Numstat, anesthetic and fast acting. NUMSTAT. Available at Walgreens.
Numstat really worked.
Welcome back to Rich on Tech, Rich DeMiro, talking technology with you at 888-RICH-101. That's 888-742-4101. Bobo's playing Beatles today. Watched a movie last night called Yesterday. Don't want to give away too much of the movie, but I think this is common knowledge.
What's up, GB?
Basically, it's a world where forgotten, I guess. And anyway, it's just a very interesting little movie. Like,
across the street, hanging in the forest, smoking a dude.
Fall asleep, but
Oh, yeah, baby.
it's just too tired, not because the movie was bad. Tried to sleep, but it's a really good little movie. So if you haven't, it's old. It's not. It's like from 2019. But if you're looking for something to watch, like last night, and I've talked about this before on the show, you sit down and it's like the amount of streaming services and the amount of shows and the amount of reviews and the amount of opinions out there, it's just too much. And so I get this decision paralysis where I just can't make a decision
GB.
on what movie to watch. And I even got
Do you know what Duco is?
wait a second, I'm rethinking my decision. Let me try something else. And then
Do
it's
so?
Duco. $sign DUKO.
let's go to Adam in Los Angeles.
No.
Adam, you're on with Rich.
I got the money.
Hi, Rich. Thank you for all the great advice that you give
Right here.
others and to me.
It's a I'm sharing it in the screen, in the Telegram. It's a coin.
Send out an invite. The 100 people in the request are just seething. They're like, "Why not me?"
Yo, I'm not even joking. The guy, the guy that I invited, I said, come up on Spaces. He said, when the time is right.
He's about to get blessed. What do you mean?
I know, for the Dojo dog. The guy that we invited, he said, when the time is right.
I'm wondering about what's the difference, and I can't find anywhere that explains the difference between those.
Oh my God, Bart, check your
I will
text.
explain. So it's funny. I just when you're
My
talking,
text
I
message is
realized that we used to have sort of a third form factor. Like right now, everything is pretty much a tower.
I don't think that they know
It used to be
what
that like
you're
sort of
talking about.
desktop.
Okay.
Put the monitor, like the giant monitor on top of that.
Addict,
Now we're sort
I
of
want to
everything
give you the
desktop.
Gotti NFTs. You have been holding it down, hosting spaces, co-hosting spaces. Look at his fucking profile. He's retweeting everything, showing the love, showing the support. Always holding it down, knowledgeable, friendly, helps onboard new people, and super welcoming.
Are you in Northern California?
He's addicted to
Northern BC.
addicted to leveling up.
Canada. Definitely. I was going to say somewhere on the West Coast, up north.
Yeah, it's the right trees, eh? There's about back there, you can see.
You know, I don't have one.
That's pretty nice. Our island.
It's very cool. Very scenic.
And of course,
Very
down to the laptop, there is not as much
Yeah.
experience. There's not as much.
I had a choice to live anywhere in the country, so I just moved to this place.
Just a slower, power efficient kind of thing. So it depends really what you need to do. So are you doing
You buy George Williams stuff?
tech stuff or anything that requires a lot of computing power?
What's that in Washington?
Yeah, it's like the border between DC and Washington.
Yeah, pretty close. Pretty close to that. Yeah. Like Washington's like 100 miles away.
Heard the mosquitoes there, no joke.
I guess there's a lot better here than out east in Ontario and Saskatchewan, especially the North kind of stuff steady. Pretty cool here. Like they always have the really ocean, so they're not so bad. Pretty cool here. They always have the really ocean. But they can live all year. Like you'll see it in January. They can live all year.
That's very strange because that's the only thing I like is Chicago is like the heavy winters and absolutely no bugs.
Heavy winters and absolutely
No, man. I don't miss the heavy winters. Like I'm from Ontario, so they're not too far off the weather. Don't miss it. But yeah, the bugs all disappear. That is it.
Definitely beautiful scenery out there. I absolutely love it. Love the West Coast. Love the West Coast.
It's nice. I should go on a hike or something today. You guys,
Costco, if you just need a computer that's an all-in-one that has pretty good specs, Costco, if you have a membership there,
Tree for this thing myself.
Very cool.
but it's like you get a little bit more for your money there.
Another one right there. Yeah, I was stoked to see that's possible here. I'm gonna go to
These actually, because you're not expanding it down the line. Stuff that you're talking about is pretty much just basic computer work where you're working on documents.
Yeah, it's so nice up. Get outside. Do some shit.
Also, check out the process.
Did you guys get much of a winter this year in Chicago, or is it somewhere else? It's kind of like a couple of weeks. That was it.
It was actually a couple of days where we got a little heavy, but predominantly it's been about the same as it ordinarily is in the extreme. But I actually live in Kentucky right now. I've traded my horrible winters and for beautiful subtropical climate. It gets to be like a crop dust in the wintertime, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's good. That's where you want to be.
I don't know. We never had any earthquakes or tornadoes in Chicago. That was like,
Yeah, sure.
That's the only downside about living out there. Other than that, and the methamphetamines obviously equal down. So sociologically, it's kind of a disadvantage, right? Scenery-wise, it's absolutely beautiful as well.
Scenery-wise,
Yeah. I think it's like super underrated. Like nobody thinks that. I think it's like super underrated.
I know we got this here, Appalachians, eastern part of the state. I live over in the west. We got a whole bunch of rivers. We got the Mississippi. We got Tennessee, the Ohio.
Damn,
we're literally flooded with beautiful. And don't forget about the caves too. We got the largest cave in the entire world. The Mammoth Cave.
Yeah. Yeah, no shortage of good shit.
Definitely good things come with a price though. Obviously the tornadoes and earthquakes are everything else is pretty good.
Yeah, there's nowhere that's really you can't find anywhere that's really perfect. They always have some kind of trade-off. here I got the tsunamis and possible earthquakes. I can't even live thinking about it. Like, it would just weigh on me, so I just go day to day not thinking about it. But, like, Jesus, I've been around in Canada. Like, when you go to the desert in the States, it's nice, but it's fucking desert. Hard to grow shit, not good dirt. Obviously California is crazy in its own sense. The West Coast is pretty insane. Like, I've been down the West Coast of the States like 10 years ago. This place is just barely holding on. And that was like 10 years ago. So what happened to that? But there is nowhere that's like,
I think the most perfect place I've probably ever been was Southern California, San Diego. I went to Mission Beach one year, about 10, 12 years ago. I surfed out there for a little bit. It was just beautiful, 70-degree weather, pretty much year round. I mean, you can hardly ever get any rain where they can pass right over you.
There's like more people in the state of California than there is in the whole country of Canada. God damn.
Probably accurate. Oddly enough, too, there's actually more people on the eastern seaboard of Canada than there are in the entire country of Canada. Montreal area.
Well, Montreal. It's like travel population, basically.
Pretty much stretch. The most part we're able to grow the best food, everything else like Arctic country.
That place still gets frozen. That's like just whole fields there. Not very nutrient rich, actually. Not very nutrient rich.
I actually meditate to a terra petra type Aztec formation of soil, to where I have nothing but ball clay and sand pretty much for soil. Over here in Western Kentucky, that's what it's predominantly geologically made up of. So I did like a terra petra type thing, where I try to irrigate the land better to where it has a better pH to the plant I'm trying to grow. And I mix like biological and compost essentially, and rich nutrients and coal, and it's definitely transformed the land. It's definitely a lot more work. I'm growing myself a little hard.
That's the way to do it. The soil features are so important. Like terra stuff just uncovered in the last like decade. It's like that's 18 years.
Oh yeah, you can take like arid soil and turn it into profitable irrigation land.
Hell yeah. Over here, it's the difficulty is it rains so much. So all the nutrients get washed away. So you gotta do the same thing. It's build up the soil a lot really well with lots of charcoal in it.
Definitely make sure you have some biological material like fish or bones or shellfish, all kinds of stuff like that helps with soil as well.
Yeah, I hear people do seaweed. They help a lot.
I've never owned a home before, so it's like all new territory I'm trucking on. So I'm looking forward to building myself my own garden. Have my own little crop growing this year. I've got vegetables growing. It's going to be really good. I'm going to plant, and I think Wednesday is going to be the last day. It's going to reach below 31 degrees. So after Wednesday, it's going to be nothing but 33 degrees up. So that's suitable for any plant I have to grow. So I'm just waiting to plant. Like, I'm eager to do it. I've never been a gardener before, so I mean, it's kind of good. It's definitely therapeutic.
It's experimental. It's all good. It's all good things. It's fruit that grows in Georgia. It's like it might be the quinces or whatever, but I don't think it's something else that's like something. Damn, I feel like there's some Kentucky too, but it's like pretty unique to the area. It's only good for like 2 weeks. It tastes like bananas, smells of apples,
Yeah, I talk about that one fruit that you tap on and it flakes away.
I don't know, actually. I don't know a thing on a few years ago. Some fruit grows down there. Yeah, I grow like oranges in my house. I grow oranges. I got a bunch of coffee plants here. Oranges are growing great. Coffee plants takes like 5 years.
I thought coffee plants need to be like a volcanic soil type deal.
Nah, not really. You can just grow them indoors and then under a light.
Oh yeah, it's pretty true. Like you grow it indoors.
Yeah. So I got a grow light in my living room. Yeah. And I got an orange tree there and those coffee plants all there and shit. Then you can just grow them under a light. They're ripping. I had one for like 4 years. Should flower next year.
Yeah, I've always wanted to live myself in like a animal garden, like live inside one, or make my house into like a living environment, just things I can walk around and climb.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be nice.
No more going to the store for fruits and vegetables. It's like, okay, the living room, it's in the den.
Yeah. Or like the greenhouse that comes off the front of the house, the back, whatever. I've only wanted a greenhouse in a sunroom. It's like 20 by 20.
Temperature controls everything.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. And you just got a couch in there, but you got all your plants and shit. That's weird.
I think that's probably like one of my retirement plans. Get myself a nice big greenhouse and just like chill in there. It's my man spot, my man cave.
Cuando estás en el Disneyland Resort y no hay mejor momento, visita tu terapeuta para que te disfrutes de este requiere boleto de reservación para el tiempo. Decorating, it's a new thing. I'm good for mid-century with rustic chic with a ticket bar gallery wall and looking nice. Free one-day delivery and home decor. Millions of other items. Whatever you're into, it's on right.
Read the book that inspired the Oscar-nominated film Killers of the Flower Moon. In the 1920s, the Osage people were the wealthiest in the nation. But after oil was found on the land, they were being killed off one by one. Uncover the shocking conspiracy, the real-life Killers of the Flower Moon. The best-selling true story is now available to right?
Some people just know the best rate for you is rate based on you with Allstate. Not one based on the driver who treats the highway like a racetrack and the shoulder like a passing lane. Why pay a rate based on anyone else? Get one based on you with driver.
That's why my box meters are located. So I can see them.
Every March.
I'll live later, perhaps.
AM 640, more stimulating talk. Happy St. Patrick's Day weekend. One of my favorite meals of the year, corned beef and cabbage. And last year was a bust. We made it and it was not good. So this year we need to redo that and make sure that it is good. But it's up in the air this week. So anyway, let's the original 1-888-742-4.
I kind of wish I lived in a legal state. I'll be able to grow at least 10 plants on my own. Not spend any money on getting any.
Thanks for listening.
I'm muted for some reason on those other accounts. Can you hear me?
Hey, Rabbi.
I'm so proud of you. Let him do it.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Okay, so just to look at the battery life real quick, you can go into settings, battery, and check your battery health and see if that's okay. If it's giving you trouble, that it'll tell you if the battery health is normal or not. And if you're having issues with the battery life, which by the way, the iPhone has pretty incredible battery life, I would check and see what is running down your battery. So for me, I can see Instagram, using most of my battery, home screen, X, and activity. So if there's something on that list that is eating up all the battery, we can go through and get rid of that. Now when it comes to getting stuff for the drive, it's kind of tricky. Really like a simple That's going to take you forever. That's not going to be very easy. So the programs I recommend, the SanDisk iExpand. third-party program, something like iMazing, which I really like, and that will help you look at your phone in a much easier way. So there's also, you can connect your phone to a computer, and you can drag the photos over that way. You can connect it to a Windows computer. And there's many ways you can do this. You can use an app like Amazon Photos. It all depends on what you're going to get off of this phone. Fantastic.
My question is, if it was created because I anything that they had created for the purpose of spying in the first place, but once it's on your phone,
I don't want
and
to
of course you would,
put your breakfast.
that would create an algorithm, or it would load yourself into the operating system of the phone. And even if
Could have died. You should have died.
and if you get another phone that's synced with your phone to it, it's also affected.
Well, that is a valid concern. I know when a lot of people travel to China, people do have a legitimate concern of the phone device that they're using. If you're connecting it to a network over there, you are somewhat at risk with that device. Now, I will say, I do think that, number one, when it comes to the iPhone, Robert, unless TikTok is really sly in how this thing is programmed, the iPhone is nearly sandboxed with apps. So that means that apps that are installed in the iPhone really can't access the deep memory systems that they would be required to access to do something like you're talking about. Now on Android, it is a little bit different. You can't access a lot more, although that's getting more sandboxed as well. And so I do think these are valid concerns. But I guess the bottom line is, if you downloaded TikTok at some point to your phone, is your phone infected? Is it rooted forever? I don't think so. I don't think that the app is that nefarious as it is today, as it stands. But I will say that if there are people that are deleting TikTok off their phone or getting rid of it, TikTok does have some options. They do have a way to download your data. So if you're curious what data they have on you, they do allow you to request a copy of that TikTok data. Now, most of the large tech companies are allowing this these days, and people look into this stuff, and it is pretty interesting. Like I remember Facebook, people were downloading their Facebook history, and they were their eyes were open to how much information Facebook has. TikTok says your information may include, but is not limited to your username, your video history, your comment history, and your privacy settings. That all sounds pretty boring, but it could be interesting. So you can go in the TikTok app, press profile, menu, settings and privacy, account, download your data, and then request data. Now, if you want to delete the TikTok app from your phone, if you're worried about this thing, you can delete the app, but that doesn't delete your account. Remember, these are two different things. When you delete an app on your phone, that does not delete your account. You still have to go in and delete your account. So you would have to open up the TikTok app, go into the menu and settings and privacy under account. There is a deactivate or delete account. So you can deactivate or delete the account. Robert, I do think it is, there are valid concerns here, and I think so much of this stuff that's happening around TikTok, there is some concerns that are rooted in reality, and I think these concerns are with all of the phones and all of the apps that we have in our phones, and then some of it is rooted in we just don't know, and I think it's kind of wild to imagine that something would be banned because we just don't know, but that seems to be what is happening here. 888-RICH-101, 888-742-4101. Website for the show, richontech.tv. There you can go to get links to anything I mentioned on the show. If you want to get my newsletter, Rich on Tech newsletter, just search it up on Google. You should get the first link and you can sign up for the newsletter. And today in the newsletter, I talked about just all of the information that apps can collect on our phone. There is a lot. All right, we'll have more of your questions coming up after this. Plus, I'll tell you why Airbnb is banning security cameras in certain places, and I'll tell you why Walmart is selling a MacBook Air for its cheapest price yet. You are listening to Rich on Tech. Rich DeMiro and Rich on Tech on KFI AM 640. Time now for a news update.
I'm Heather Brooker, live in the KFI 24-hour newsroom. A 25-year-old woman was killed when she crashed into another car in North Hollywood near Tahunga and Sherwood Bay. Residents in underserved communities across LA will get to vote on how to spend a $5.4 million fund from the LA Repair Program. And the Spirit of the Irish will be celebrated in Hermosa Beach today during the city's 28th annual St. Patrick's Day Parade. We are going to check on the 110 freeway right now. We've got an accident cleared in Wilmington.
A new hotspot on the Ronald Reagan Freeway, west 118 Sparrows Street is vehicle fire in the right-hand lane, causing backup to Cuner Drive. Also in the valley, East 101 at Van Nuys Boulevard, a crash just cleared from the left-hand lane. East 101 is slow though from DeSoto Avenue to Coldwater Canyon. AFI in the sky helps get you there faster. I'm Mike Lawrence.
Hey, are you having a hard time dealing with high-interest credit card debt? It's normal, and a SoFi personal loan can help you save thousands by consolidating your DEBT to one low fixed monthly payment. You can get $5,000 to $100,000 as soon as the same day you sign. No fees required. It only takes 60 seconds to do your rate, and it won't affect your credit score. Do your rate at SoFi.com/payoff. Loans originated by SoFi Bank N.A. Terms and conditions at SoFi.com/payoff. NMLS 69689.
Hey, it's Kaylee Cuoco from Priceline. Ready to go to your happy place for a happy price? Well, why didn't you say so? Just download the Priceline app right now and save up to 60% on hotels. So whether it's Cousin Kevin's kazoo concert in Kansas City, go Kevin, or Becky's bachelorette bash in Bermuda, you never have to miss a trip ever again. So download the Priceline app today. Secrets are waiting.
Go to your happy place. Husband to your mother and father to your brothers. Priceline. It is not
Hi, I'm your grandma, and let me tell you, tiny cats simplifies litter care while
they
giving
will
your
break
cats
their
what
whole
they
life.
deserve.
They will
Do you have a finicky feline like
finish
mine?
yourself. They deserve it.
Try Tiny Care Comfort with smaller granules for a gentle paw feel. Or maybe you want to
I
keep an
believe in you
extra
more
eye
than
on
you
your
believe in
cat's
yourself.
health. That's what Tiny Care Alert
But
is
you will
all
find
about.
another
It
way.
uses color-changing crystals to help alert you of potential health concerns. Who knew that keeping an eye on my cat's health could be so simple?
They have their own
Greetings, fans. It's tournament time. The thrill and excitement of March Mania is here. And you can get in on the action with DraftKings Sportsbook, one of America's top-rated sportsbook
this
apps.
Ferruccio.
Customers bet on any college basketball national
No good will come of it.
and turn $5 into $150 instantly in bonus bets. That's right. To celebrate college basketball's most friendly time of the year, DraftKings is giving new customers a shot to rack up some bonus bets. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use promo code iHeart. New customers can bet $5 to get $150 instantly in bonus bets only with DraftKings Sportsbook. With promo code iHeart. That's promo code iHeart. The crown is yours. Must be 21 or older. Indiana only. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply. Terms at sportsbook.draftkings.com/bball. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT. There's something so wonderful about the smell, the sounds, and the flavors that to me become less medically I had to. And that would be one of those things to give up. Bacon. Good. The Fourth Report with Neil Savino this afternoon.
I think that's customer. Oh, yes. How's it been? Good. How's your father? Your brother? Very good. Everybody's good. Have a seat. I'd like to open an account. Of course. your name, like one name would be like the cow.
Back to Rich on Tech, Rich Demuro,
My name.
Talking Technology. Phone line is 888-RICH-101-888-742-4101. If you are in the market for a new MacBook Air and you don't need something that is the latest, greatest, and you don't want to spend a whole lot of money, Walmart has a MacBook Air for $699. This is the first time that Walmart has sold an Apple Mac laptop directly. They've sold it on the website in the past, but it hasn't been directly from Walmart to a third-party listing. So they're selling the base model M1 MacBook Air online, and some stores will get it in store for $699. That is $50 cheaper than the previous cheapest price on this laptop. So during the holidays, this MacBook Air M1 was basically $750. I'm trying to figure out when this came out. Let's see, launch date. It's a couple of years ago. This is November 2020, so it's about 4 years old. But
Small enough for a farmer to use it.
especially the M1 chip is really powerful, so I have no problem recommending this if you're doing just simple things like surfing the web, maybe some photos, maybe like video editing. It's basically an iPhone. So anything you do on the iPhone would be able to do this thing. So $699. It's in brand new condition. So again, not a bad deal. This is kind of the start. Walmart is a huge
When they
retailer,
stop the money from
and
folks
Apple
now,
is a very popular
gasoline,
market. So putting those two together, they're going to sell a lot of these things.
core
Airbnb
will
is
have to be hot
banning
enough.
indoor security cameras. So no more indoor security cameras in any listings globally.
That's why it will be a
Regardless
copper
of the
card.
location of the camera, the purpose, or even if it's on the
There's
listing.
2 types of tube.
And if you have an
One
outdoor
cheap,
camera,
one
those have
expensive,
to be
and the
disclosed
copper
before
card.
booking. And you can't have those looking to the indoor spaces. So you can't have
I
an
don't
outside camera that's looking
Can it
into the
work?
living room with the windows.
Of course it can work.
And if there's an outdoor area that
We make
gives
it
you that
work.
expectation of privacy, you can't have a camera there either. The example I gave was sort of like an outdoor shower. If you're at like a
That's exciting.
Airbnb, has that, you can put a camera there. And that makes
Yeah.
sense. Also, noise decibel meters. Did you know that a lot of Airbnbs have these things? They monitor the noise level in the Airbnb so that the owner can figure out if there's a party going on. Because parties are also banned at Airbnbs. Like big old house parties, you can have your friends and family, maybe a couple people over, but you can't have a giant, ranger.
Yeah.
So those are allowed in common spaces, but they also must be disclosed in the listing.
Get for yourself?
And they can't record or
Make a bid.
transmit sounds or conversations. So you can't say, well, I've got this little two-way speaker set up. I'm just listening in for some of
What?
Mike is in Riverside, California. Mike, you're on it's a country that we're frenemies with, and so that's part of it. But also, it's a compliance issue too. So, like our expert was saying, these companies that are based in China, if there's an issue, there's no procedure. They say, hey, you got to do this, and they have to comply. because we've seen examples time and time again where these big tech companies don't comply and they secure the data. In fact, Apple and a lot of these tech companies have been sort of what they've been doing with their data is they've been encrypting it and throwing away the keys so that nobody has it. And that's smart because for them, because it takes them out of the mix, right? When someone says, let's say you got a big video doorbell and you end-to-end encrypt that and nobody can access that except you. And so if someone wants that video, like they can't hand that over because they don't have the key to that. And so that's not what they're doing by default. But you have the option to say, if that camera does that, now you're seeing that more and more, where the encryption levels are getting higher, which is also kind of scary because there are some, actual valid concerns of why we may need to tap into some of this info. But as for Facebook and Instagram and all these other companies, I'm sure there's a ton of data flowing that way, and I'm sure there's a lot of money being exchanged. But companies do the same thing to us, where when you walk into a grocery store, they know who you are, they know what you're buying, they know what you watched on TV, they know what you searched on your phone,
why don't you
and
sit
they're
down and
mixing
try
those
that?
things together to come up with a pretty good idea of if you're going to walk into that store and buy kitty litter, or if you're going to buy
What do you study? Oh. Mattel's the greatest race car driver that the world has ever known. He knows more about engines than anyone else.
Pokemon, the game, the one that I once wanted, that is, they actually licensed that. That's actually a U.S. company. That's Niantic, which is spun out of Google. So that is, as far as I know, that's completely Niantic is
distracted as you are with me
So now the interesting thing about Niantic is actually
I only
what their
need
mission
one woman.
was and why they came up with these things. If you look at what Niantic's done over the years, everything has to do with AR
We only do
mapping. Their whole MO was collecting data about the U.S. They were, by people walking around, they were getting real life, and they still are, real life information and live information about the world around them, which can all be monetized. Great question, Mike and Riverside. Thanks so much for the call. Coming up, we'll talk about the cars spying on you. Is everyone spying? What's happening here? You're listening to Rich on Tech. Rich DeVero, Rich on Tech on KFI, AM 640. Time now for a news update.
Heather Pickering live from KFI 24-hour newsroom. A new mental illness plan in LA County has been inspired by a program in Italy.
Yes.
Lisa Wong says it's an adaptation of the Trieste model in Italy. Wong gave an update to the board of supervisors last week. She says the program wants to treat mental health patients with dignity and include them as members of the community.
College hoops fans, it's tournament time. The thrill and excitement of March Mania is here, and you can get in on the action with DraftKings Sportsbook, one of America's top-rated sportsbook apps. New customers bet on any college basketball national title game, entering $5 into $100 prizes instantly in bonus bets. DraftKings has given new customers a shot to rack up some bonus bets. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use promo code IHEART. New customers can bet $5 to get $150 instantly in bonus bets only with DraftKings Sportsbook with promo code IHEART. That's promo code IHEART. The crown is yours. Must be 21 or older. Indiana only. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply. Terms at sportsbook.draftkings.com/meatball. Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT.
Hey, it's Junior. Today, Black folks in our community are still disproportionately affected by HIV. But there is something we can do about it. There's no cure for HIV, but there are effective treatments that, taken as prescribed, can help you live healthy with HIV and get to and stay undetectable, which means the amount of virus is so low it can't be measured by lab tests. If you're living with HIV and not on treatment, talk to your doctor about treatment options. Learn more at treathivtoday.com. This message was sponsored by Gilead Sciences.
742-4101.
Can you hear me?
I can.
Technology reporter for the New York Times.
I was going to say earlier, is there a way you can get recognized for your achievements by like a local news organization or affiliate?
Easier said than done. They don't want to do it because I show copyrighted material.
Yeah, that would definitely put a lot more weight behind you online and get a lot more people to recognize it. Like it all starts off locally and goes out from there.
The second they find out, though, that there are advertisers who are not compensated, they don't want to go for it.
Definitely, I can understand that.
And you're enrolled in a program called Smart Driver, then your information is being collected. How far you drive, when and where you go on trips.
Because they don't want lawsuits and all that as well.
Well, once if they endorse that, then all of a sudden there'll be 10,000 of me, and they'll lose all their revenue. Basically, everyone will just start streaming their content.
And people would be amazed if they knew about it. I said, wait, what? Like, you're collecting data on my car? And so, yeah. And so,
how about have you reached out to any local AM/FM radio stations or anything like that?
I mean, I've been on Coast to Coast AM. That's the largest radio station in the Western Hemisphere.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. How long ago was that? I think I might have heard you.
I've called in like several times. So I think I've called in like 4 times.
Well, that's awesome. That's awesome. Have you ever reached out and tried to do like a person?
No, even they won't let me talk about my 24/7 stream. Whenever I've called in, I have to talk about aliens or futurology or something, because they have something called Coast Insider, where they allow you to listen to the show. And I mean, I tell them I stream my life, and they know I listen to their show, so it cuts into their advertising for their listenership. Basically, if they say, hey, you have to pay to listen to our service, or we have somebody here, you can listen to it for free every night live, and then re-listen to it, because I listen to it every night, then it's not in their best interest. They want to sell that. They sell it very hard every night. They say for as few as 15 cents a day, you can own like the entire Art Bell archive and Coast Insider. And so I've even been on there, and I've said, I stream my life 24/7 for world peace, yada, yada, yada. And every time I bring that up, they say, all right, well, we'll be ready to put you on the air. And then they don't. And it's only been when I've talked about that. Actually, and the reason why, the first time I ever called in, I went, hey, you can watch my life 24/7, blah, 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 blah. I was on with Richard Sereth, and he cut me off and said, oh, we can't have you promoting a stream that competes with Coast Insider. Again, Coast Insider, 15 cents a day. And so, because I'm saying, like, I'm the biggest Coast to Coast fan that there is. I stream it on my live stream. You can go back for 3 years and listen to every episode.
But for what you're trying to do, you really need that validation, though. I mean, that's really holding you back.
Well, then get it. I mean, you're suggesting things that I'm not saying aren't good ideas, but what I do goes against their mission. I go against the Coast Insider mission of being able to listen to all their archive. With local television, I stream their content, and I get copyright strikes. They like squeaky clean advertiser content. I am not that. You have to say what I'm not doing.
They can mention everything about that, though, can't they?
They can what?
I mean, why does that have to be highlighted?
Well,
the world peace are,
the people who control the world don't want world peace. They want war. That's why defense contractors make what they do. That's why the defense budget of the United States is more than 50%. We're not
That's why the military industrial complex is in business, right? For
exactly. So what I am is a threat to them. So that's why they don't want to highlight me. They don't want to highlight world peace. The same thing happened to John Lennon and Yoko Ono. And they went on their peace protests. They did the same thing. They sat in bed in Europe and they sat in bed in Canada and just had media there for weeks. And they just wanted people to know about world peace. But it wasn't, I mean, they got it covered, but it was kind of seen as a lunatic. Like it was almost shown as it was a crazy thing to do. When all they were talking about was world peace, that's all they wanted. Even today, most people don't know that even occurred. People don't know about it. War makes money.
Emphatically.
So you've answered your own question why local media hasn't picked me up.
Yeah, I wasn't unaware of what steps you've taken or anything like that until now.
I understand, it's legitimate. I mean, I've gotten press releases. Even getting press releases published is difficult. Meaning, like, major media won't cover you if you're just small. You have to be, there's like a process. You have to get on the AP wire to be like a news story. And at the end of the day, I'm a threat to them. Any guy who talks about world peace means they don't want to buy bombs. And when your advertisers are bomb makers and drug makers and the war machine, just like you said, the military-industrial complex, if you ever listen to Dwight D. Eisenhower's farewell speech, he talks, of course, about the military-industrial complex. But the second half of his speech is about the military-pharmaceutical complex and about the issues that are taking place on a person's health. And everybody, well, nobody really remembers his speech, but everybody makes, in limelight or with hindsight, people see it as a great speech, which it was. But he was even talking more about what companies were doing to people's health. All of this is a threat to the mainstream. On top of that, like right now, I'm streaming a copyrighted video. I'm listening to copyrighted audio. That goes against their whole mission. Not to say that what you're saying from the outset, like, well, why wouldn't you do that? But if you do make someone aware of it and they really get into it, they realize it's a threat to their job. Basically, I'm providing people with free content. And they, like, I don't, like, throughout watching this, how many times have you seen a commercial? You don't, because I use pop-up blockers. So I'm showing their free content, and I'm not, like, their advertisers are having to pay for that, but not getting compensated. I mean, I've worked as an advertiser and for a company in marketing, and when you have a certain goal, which is for people to see your advertising, and you're paying for that, and people are using ad blockers and other ways around seeing your advertisement, you aren't happy. And the reason why I say this, I had this exact conversation with ESPN. I was running a startup that became a medium-sized organization, multi-million-dollar organization over the course while I was there. And I said to our representatives from ESPN, hey, we're running banner ads on your website, but people use pop-up blockers, which means we're paying for that and not getting any impressions from it. And they're like, well, how many people are doing that? And I said, it's between 5 and 10% of the population. Does that mean we get, exactly, does that mean we get 5 to 10% of our check back that we've written you? And they're like, well, no. And it's like, well, okay, but just understand it. This is rising. So, I mean, even watching this video, there are people not getting compensated for it. on top of the world peace discussions, on top of, some of the other, look, what this is though, more than like one event kind of something to go viral, which certainly can happen, is the fact that it is a time capsule of what society is. Like as of right now, they're reading the news. That's being picked up by every microphone. People will be able to follow through, especially once AI is able to edit things. You'll be able to edit when I'm not sleeping, when I'm only speaking, when I'm, talking to people about interesting subjects. I mean, I don't know if you were here earlier, but we were talking to I don't think you were here, a Discord about the future of agriculture. We're talking about agricultural drones and 3D and vertical farming and like biodomes, the biodome in England, the biodome in Arizona. Now, those are things that are of interest to people, certainly. And so AI will be able to take all of that, whatever is really interesting, and segment it. Basically, I'm very close to being able to take a 12-hour video and putting it in an app. This app already exists. It just takes too long to work. You take a 12-hour video, you put it in an app, and it cuts down only the parts where you're speaking, and it gives you a transcript. That's what I need. So that people can watch 12 hours of my life or 24 hours of my life in a 2-minute rundown. And I'm not too far from that. Then you get basically a compilation of what happened. But
like a time-lapse camera type deal.
Exactly. But it cuts out anything that's uninteresting. I've tried them and they work very well. Meaning, I'll put like a 20-minute video in there and it'll cut it up to only the parts where I'm speaking in the 20 minutes and it'll provide a transcript. But I would tell you this, JH, if you have a niche, I would highly, well, I don't know. You never know until you try. I didn't know how difficult it was to go viral, especially with the content that I have. I know I could get viral if I just chose a niche and didn't stream all the time, but that's been done. There's nothing I can say about a topic that hasn't previously been said. So what I choose to do is take all of the topics and do my best to provide that content. I mean, on this, we've watched every major motion picture, including all of the Oscar winners going back to 1929. We've watched we listened to all the major albums and all of the major audiobooks. Like, this is a compilation of media. I get what you're saying. I'm not saying that what you're saying is incorrect. It's just easier said than done. If I could get a reporter here today, I would. But they have producers.
I'm just trying to help you out. I don't want to be like right about everything. I mean, I love to be wrong, but I'm just trying to help you out, give you like a bigger audience viewpoint and more of a database on how to attract more people into what your goal is with world peace.
I recognize that. It's difficult. If you can get people...
I was just trying to think of ways around that exposure to where you don't have any copyright issues or anything like that, but couldn't it be seen as more of a personal endeavor as opposed to a business venture online? Like, this is you and your life. It's not like you selling your life.
Even still, it goes against what...
So when you sell your life, I mean, it's kind of like you're doing this for money and it's a job. So this isn't really your job. This is something you're doing for you, right?
I mean, really, it's a personal project, I guess. It's an art. It's almost like a type of...
I mean, I'm not an infringement lawyer or anything like that. I mean, wouldn't that fall under like personal type deal as opposed to a business venture?
I don't think I run into any issues with the business venture anyway. People don't really poo-poo. They're not negative against business adventures. Here, I'll tell you this, Jage. Any idea that you have, feel free to make anyone aware of it, of what I'm doing. I'm not going to stop you from doing anything. When it comes to me interviewing someone, if you have an idea of someone who I could interview who would make a difference and you could get me in contact with them, I'm all about it. It's easy to espouse suggestions It is, but you have to understand that, like, if you want to put these into play, they have to be realistic. So if I were to go to the mayor of Irvine and talk to them about world peace, first I got to be able to sit down with them, and is she going to want to talk about something about world peace in the same way that that her constituents don't necessarily want that. She has constituents that are happy with the wars that are going on currently in overseas. And so basically,
Have you made your local members aware of what you're doing?
oh yeah, they know.
Oh. That's good. Yeah, that's a start. I mean, that's community based for sure.
Yeah, it is. Here's the thing, though. I mean, it's like a secret society, so, or a society with secrets, as we say. So there's not.
I guess when you do anything other than that, that was one of those like community type deal questions.
Yeah. No, I understand, but I mean, it even goes against some of the things that they have, where even in the inner sanctum of Lodge, you'd never have a camera, or I mean, people have done it, but like covertly. I'd want to show the world that. I mean,
no. I just want to make sure you made them aware of what you're doing, so they can kind of spread the word as well.
Yes, I have. Again, it's like
sure. That's what I was going to. I wasn't going towards anything else.
It's like a drop in the ocean, though. At some point, even still, that's like 35 men, most of whom are over age 70. They're not.
Well, they also have grandkids and kids, I'm sure, and I mean, 35 times too.
Yeah, but I mean, I have professional relationships with these people, and one thing that you're not supposed to do at Lodge, you're not supposed to proselytize businesses or religion on other people, and you're not supposed to ask for a job. So, I basically make them aware of it. I don't ask them to watch it or anything, and I have some people who come in and watch it, but for the most part, they just know that just like if you were a tinkerer of cars or computers, that this is just essentially what I do for my life. Just from I can go to the bathroom.
to the right kind of path with reformatting that phone to see what you can do. Because what I would do is, if you want to keep using this phone, just reformat it, factory reset it. That'll get everything back to the factory. You've got that SD card in there to take the pictures. So if you're using this phone primarily as a camera to take pictures of this jewelry, then if the photos are going to the external memory, you're going to be just fine. But I would not install any new apps on this phone. I would not do anything extra on this thing because you're already out of memory before you even start. So in the long term, I'd probably look at maybe getting a device that has a little bit more storage, just because this is an older device and it definitely seems like that's an issue. But if you're only using it to take pictures, like I said, then I think you're going to be just fine by factory resetting it and then just setting it up from scratch, making sure that you don't install anything new and making sure that the photos go to the external memory card. Or you can install it through like an Amazon Prime member. You can install their Amazon Photos app, and all your photos will go there, and then you can just delete the photos once they go there. And that's free unlimited photo storage if you're an Amazon Prime member. That's Amazon Photos. The other thing you can do, Google makes a great app called the Files by Google app, and so I would download that on this device and use that before you format it. Just kind of see, you can clean up your phone. They've got a lot of different things on there to help you clean up your phone, and that is made directly by Google. It's called Files by Google, and the way you can tell it's the official one, look at the publisher. It should say Google LLC when you look it up in the Google Play Store, because there's a lot of cleaner apps, there's a lot of helper apps, but you want to get the one that is directly by Google. Mike, thanks so much for the kind words there in Royal Oak, Michigan. Appreciate it, and hopefully you can get that sorted out. 888-RICH-101, 888-742-4101. Find me online at Rich on Tech. I'll take more of your calls and tell you about this social media investment scam. Actually, it's college fans, it's tournament time. The brilliant excitement of March Media is here. And you can get in on the action with DraftKings Sportsbook, one of America's top-rated sportsbook apps. New customers bet on any college basketball national tournament game and turn $5 into $150 instantly in bonus bets. That's right. To celebrate college basketball's most frenzied time of the year, DraftKings is giving new customers a shot to rack up some bonus bets. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use promo code IHEART. New customers can bet $5 to get $150 instantly in bonus bets only with DraftKings Sportsbook with promo code IHEART. That's promo code IHEART. The crown is yours. Must be 21 or older. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply. Terms at sportsbook.draftkings.com/bball. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT.
Hey, it's Junior. Today, black folks in our community are still disproportionately affected by HIV. But there is something we can do about it. There's no cure for HIV, but there are effective treatments that, taken as prescribed, can help you live healthy with HIV and get to and stay undetectable, which means the amount of virus is so low it can't be measured by lab tests. If you're living with HIV and not on treatment, talk to your doctor about treatment options. Learn more at treathivtoday.com. This message was sponsored by Gilead Sciences.
So, I'm the type of guy who tends to forget things. A lot. Keys are always missing, I'm not great with names, and my signature catchphrase is, I know it's around here somewhere. That's why I get my haircut at Great Clips. Their skilled, friendly stylists save my haircut details and clip notes. So, every time I need a cut, I can get the look I want without having to remember a thing.
Why should I do that?
Oh yeah, download the app today. Great Clips. It's going to be great.
This is a radio ad for Dixit, Dupilumab, a prescription medicine for people 6 months after a hysterectomy that's not well controlled with topical prescription therapies. But since this is radio, you can't see the effects of it. You can't see how it helps you stay ahead of your eczema, or how it helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that could be causing eczema. You can't see how it helps you heal your skin from within. But you can see how you pick something up.
I'll be back later on. Peace out, Rabbi.
Individual results may vary. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Get help right away if you have wheezing, trouble breathing, or swelling on your face, lips, mouth, tongue, throat. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems such as eye pain, vision changes, or blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor. See for yourself. Ask your eczema specialist about Dupixent. Visit Dupixent.com or call 1-844-DUPIXENT.
No need to keep it refreshed. We got this.
KOST HD2.
Los Angeles, Orange County.
Live on the Anchor Video app.
More training. I'm Heather Brooker, live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. The LA City Council has approved millions of dollars for enhanced protest training at the LAPD.
The $9 million will help create an 8-hour mobile field force, a 3-hour field jail operations course, incident command training, and the improvement of when and how to use less lethal force. The efforts in response to a report that noted operational deficiencies during the George Floyd protests in 2020. The 3 more progressive members of the council voted against the funding yesterday. 4 other members were absent. Officials have said the training reduces the risk of harm and mitigates liability. Steve Gregory, KFI News.
A quick hailstorm has hit Orange County. The hail formed a scene in Mission Viejo yesterday afternoon around 3:30. There was high winds as well, and a similar thing happened across Southern California last Thursday when the thunderstorm moved through northern and central LA County. A man in LA has been charged with allegedly killing his girlfriend's 3-year-old son in Lancaster. The LA County DA, George Gascon, says the man was charged yesterday for the murder on February 20th, and that man goes back to court on April 24th. An oil sheen off the coast of Huntington Beach has delivered a steady flow of tar balls and oiled birds, but a source has not been confirmed.
Where is this coming from, and how does it stop it from happening again?
OC Supervisor Katrina Foley says officials can use oil samples to identify a source similar to fingerprinting.
The testing found both crude oil, but they can't match it to any particular source. And the testing also confirmed that maybe there was some natural oil.
Feathers from 9 more oiled birds found Thursday will also be compared with samples of tar
assaulted him when he tried to intervene. Thursday after a special meeting to discuss his conduct. City Council says it strongly disapproves of inappropriate behavior. Police say hijacked another driver before driving to that home in New Jersey. Police say he used an AR-15 style assault weapon during the attacks. The lead prosecutor in the election interference case in Georgia against former President Trump has resigned. The judge ruled either Fulton County DA Fonnie Willis step aside or her ex-boyfriend Nathan Wade resigns. ABC's Olivia Rubin says Willis praised Wade.
She said you were the one who had the courage to accept this role, even though you did not seek it. And she said, I will always remember and will remind everyone that you were brave enough to step forward and take on this investigation.
Rubin says the decision allows the case to move forward faster. The judge did not find that Willis's relationship with Wade amounted to a conflict of interest, but created an appearance of impropriety. A panel of Boeing 737-800 planes is missing from a United Airlines flight from San Francisco to Oregon. The missing panel was noticed by crew when the flight arrived in Oregon yesterday. United Flight 433 left San Francisco at about 10:20 in the morning and landed safely at Rogue Valley International Medford Airport. The panel was on the underside of the aircraft where the wing meets the body and near where the landing gear deploys. Man in Florida who complained about persistent headaches has been diagnosed with an infection caused by tapeworm larvae living in his head. The American Journal of Health reports last week the guy had traveled overseas to visit a farm, but Asian rights as the man did admit to having a taste for undercooked bacon.
Researchers say his case is no longer to be fully reported. Thoroughly wash your hands before and after preparing a meal.
The CDC says larval cysts can be found in undercooked pork. The
Chavez remained 5 southbound at Stadium Way. It's a 3-vehicle wreck being cleared out of the 2 left-hand lanes. 5 south outward going from Burbank Boulevard to the East LA interchange. KFI this flight helps get you there faster. I'm Mike Morris.
Southland weather from KFI. Slight chance of rain this afternoon with highs in the low 70s in Metro LA and OC. Highs around 70 on Sunday. Highs will be in the mid-60s at the beaches, and highs will be in the low to mid-60s in Riverside and the IE. Highs will be in the upper 50s in Valley. Right now it's 63 in Palm Valley, 61 in Santa Ana, 62 in Culver City, and 60 in Calabasas. We need to know from KFI 24 News.
Me encanta el diseño de interiores. Uso combinar un estilo moderno imitando el siglo de una galería terracota y una alfombra abstracta. Oh, se ve lindo. Entregas gratis un día para la decoración de tu hogar y millones de productos más. Lo que te gusta está en Prime. Nunca sabrás hasta que vienes aquí y lo vivas tú mismo. Eso es lo que se siente cuando estás en el Disneyland Resort. Y no hay mejor momento que ahora. Visita Disneyland.com para detalles importantes. Si requiere boleto y reservación para el parque.
Every March, Jersey Mike's turns money-filled sales into charitable donations.
At March 27th is Jersey Mike's annual day of giving, where 100% of sales of every sub are given back to the community.
And to kick off all that giving, Peter gave me an apron. I'm honored.
Looking good, Daddy. We've got subs to make, though.
Yeah, now I know why you gave me the apron. Join us Wednesday, March 27th for Jersey Mike's Day of Giving. Be a sub above. College hoops fans, it's tournament time. The thrill and excitement of March Mania is here. And you can get in on the action with DraftKings Sportsbook, one of America's top-rated sportsbook apps. New customers bet on any college basketball national tournament game and turn $5 into $150 instantly in bonus bets. That's right. To celebrate college to get $150 instantly in bonus bets only with DraftKings Sportsbook. Separations, eligibility, and deposit restrictions apply. Terms at sportsbook.draftkings.com/ball. With it. Welcome to another hour of Rich on Tech. Rich DeBuro here, hanging out with you, talking technology at 888-RICH-101, 888-742-4101. The website for the show, richontech.tv. I'm talking about the newsletter a lot. You can subscribe. Just search on Google Rich on Tech newsletter. Because number one, I love it. I love having that direct connection to you, to give you all of the stuff that I talk about on a weekly basis, all the things I present on TV, on the radio, my best tech tips, and just everything all in one place. It's a really good resource for that. So sign up, and you can get that direct to your inbox, and it's very easy to sign up for. So just go to the website and/or search on Google Rich on Tech newsletter, and you should be able to do just that. And I'm putting a lot of effort into it. That's my main thing right now. It's just all these social media companies are great. I've got Facebook, I've got Instagram, I've got Twitter, but it's very discombobulated. And I feel like when I sit down and just create that newsletter every week, it's all of like the main things I think you should know. Kind of like this show. Isn't that what I say? This is the tech stuff I think you should know about. That's really what I'm doing with my newsletter as well. But it goes even further because, it's all the links and things. Just little, like today I was using this website and I was like, I should do that newsletter. And it's just a handy little website and stuff like that. Let's go to Tom. Let's see here. Line 4. Tom is in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Did I say that right?
That is correct.
I had to look it up. I have seen this name a million times, and I didn't know how to pronounce it. There we go. Is there clear water there? Very nice. Well, what can I help you with?
So I've got an old Robot Droid turtle.
One of my favorite. Okay, sorry, I interrupted you. I switched to Android from an iPhone because of that. Let me think about this. I'm trying to remember. That was the first phone that had turn-by-turn GPS